Don't do it. So go ahead.
That's good. And welcome back to Bearded Rambling. So that isn't Mass Effect. Oh my god, I am so glad this isn't Mass Effect. I don't know anymore. I had my first Mass Effect dream last night. For those of you who don't know, I am motherfucking playing Mass Effect every day, and it is driving me goddamn crazy at this point. I love the game so much.
How many blue tentacles were in your dream?
None! I dreamed of a fucking Volus. I didn't get the sexy dreams. I got a very angry Volus telling me I didn't do the job right over and over again. I don't know what the context is. All I know is he was very angry at me.
Have you considered possibly doing the job right next time instead?
You know what? If I'm dreaming about that motherfucker, it's a Volus. What the fuck is it gonna do to me? I'm gonna lift it up over my head and fling it against a wall.
I don't understand what a Volus is.
Take a beach ball that looks like a Pokemon that's also a vague reference to Jewish bankers.
Oh my god, that sounds amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, Volus are fun and very, very not subtle at all.
Freaking awesome.
Yeah, they're a bit on the nose.
Yeah, and the jowls as well.
Waffle. I got chased by a waffle one time. It was scary.
Oh, wait! I got a question. Is it him being Irish, or is it because MrsParker here? Did he say "Welcome Black"?
I think he said "Welcome Black." Yeah.
Welcome Black to Black Energy Videos, where I am your host, Black
Guy TV.
Guy TV, Irish edition. With 40% more Caucasian. Makes it superior.
There you go. They have black Irish people, don't they? There's a
thing
called the Black Irish or something.
Yeah, and on top of that, we don't have to deal with this Irish American bullshit. Our Africans come directly from Africa. So, yeah.
They get to just be Africans and it's totally fine, right? Like, it's just cool, right?
Dude, to us, African Americans are more exotic than people from Nigeria or, like, Kenya. Like, I'm not even kidding. It's like...
Holy shit, I never thought that I would be, like, the exotic one. This is why I love Irishmen. I had an Irish guy I dated, like, maybe 7 or 8 years ago. Don't tell my husband. He was hot as shit. But I didn't know why he was so into me. And he's like, yeah, just something about American girls. And I'm like, no, it's not American girls. You like black girls. And he's like, no, I like American black girls. I didn't understand
how he wouldn't understand that because we don't have that sort of dichotomy over here. But you know what?
Yeah.
If you'd have changed it up and being like, I like girls who are very wealthy. No, you like English girls. If you'd have said that, it would have struck home a lot harder, and he'd be like, oh my god, I want them to come back. You know, like,
I mean, I like English girls.
Hey, I like English girls. I like girls. Period.
Well, we all know what people are like.
Yeah, you like those thin Asian girls, don't you? There, Pimpmunk. Yeah, the ones that look like questionably aged.
You already said Asian.
Look here, MrsParker. That's the kind of women pimping like. That's all I'm gonna say.
Aries is barking. Give me 1 second.
That's that fucking dog.
I love how your dog's name is Aries. That is a very cool.
Aries is protecting the universe. He is the only thing that stands between us and utter destruction from the.
I want to see a very small version of Kratos scream your dog's name and just get eaten.
He's barking at the wall. He's barking at the wall.
He's barking at a demon, and I need to go.
That's where the Lovecraftian eldritch entities come from. Is through the wall.
But yeah, that or else in our minds.
The fact that the dog's name is Aries.
Dude, they come through a painting that has been on the wall for centuries, but always looks different to everyone who looks at it. And then one day you look at it, and then one day you look away, and then the picture in the image.
At the next person.
You are the image at that point, and the next person comes in, stares at the picture, and is like, "Wow, he looks kind of familiar. Why does that look so familiar?" He looks away, and suddenly you're different.
Oh, we need to quit drinking.
No, because now how else will I find you attractive?
Well, that's been that way for years with everybody, but still.
I know. What are you having, by the way? Something strong and very easily consumed, I imagine.
I'm having a vintage Coke Zero, circa 2021.
Ooh,
delicious.
Yeah.
I heard that was a good year for zeros.
That ain't a good year for shit.
2021? Name me one person who's happy this year, including your fucking enemies. They're not happy either. No one's happy.
These last 2 years have been the absolute fucking worst. And I know people have been saying that every year, but these are literally...
Yeah, some years hit harder than others, don't they?
Yeah, these
we got all this other shit that's been going on for like the past decade already, and now we get to add a pandemic on top of it. Yeah, that's pretty shit.
This together, that's the thing. All the other shit happens to one area or this area, but now everybody's going through this shit.
Trump with COVID, Trump without COVID. Either way, we still have Trump. COVID without Trump, COVID with Trump. Either way, we still have COVID. We would have gotten a punch at this point in our lives, regardless. Hell, some alternate reality near to us is still going through some shit. We need to go some far distance out in the multiverse before it's so varied. It seems that the 2020s are just going to be rough. And here's the thing, 1920s were rough too. And you know what else? 1820s were rough too. 1720s. There was this theory around the historians, I remember this from years ago, that the 60s in any century since the birth of Christ was going to be the rough decade. But here's the thing, there's no proof to that. But if I look back on the 20s, it'll be a shit of any century for the most part. It's a fucking shit time to be alive. Especially because what comes. That's all I'm thinking of. Maybe when I'm in my 50s and 60s, it won't be so bad.
Maybe. But then you'll be too goddamn old to enjoy it.
I know, right? At that point, I'm kind of like, you kids don't know what you have to lose. And then we started all over again. The fucking cycle.
Dude, I'm definitely going to be the old dude in the nursing home with my nut accidentally slipping out of my shorts or something.
No female nurse is allowed within 20 meters of Pimpmunk at any given time.
I'm definitely going to be the pervy old dude. I'm not going to lie. I look forward to it because old people can say any fucking thing get by with. Especially old black dudes. Ain't nothing more happier to me than an old black. I love old black dudes because they'll tell you to fuck off and don't give a damn.
What did I walk into? What is this?
I think he's recreating the scenes from the Boondocks, where it's just every 5. Not Uncle Ruckus, but who was that guy who was reincarnated? He was like the really, really asshole one. He just kept saying the N-word. Yeah. But like,
Peter was so racist, he went to hell and bullied the devil, and the devil.
That's right.
Just so
all he cared about was getting revenge, saying the N-word, and banging that dude's wife, who was always revenge. Yeah, but also he just kind of wanted to bang her because she's inherently hot. But as one character pointed out, I don't want your boring ass wife. You know, which I loved. I love that little angle because it's so rarely talked about. The guy who's basically the Obama character marries her.
He's like so he is the Uncle Tom on the show, right? Like if you've ever read Uncle Tom's Cabin, technically Uncle Tom is not. Sambo is the bad guy. So, but in the lexicon of the world, we say the Uncle Tom, the sellout.
Because Uncle Tom didn't. He was institutionalized, wasn't he? He didn't realize that he was a part of the problem.
Yeah,
exactly. So it's a common misconception, but it's already a part of pop culture. So that's pretty much what it is now.
Plus, if you say Sambo and then you say Uncle Tom, like Sambo has like a weight to it, especially if a white person says it, and then if Uncle Tom, like if I would have,
Well, I got permission from Hannibal. From Hannibal to call
no, you keep on mentioning it, man. You're so defensive of that card.
No, I got permission to call G-Man Uncle Tom one time, and I did it, and G-Man didn't know what the fuck me and Pop.
He's a grandpappy Rick. Let's be honest here. He's a grandpappy Rick, if anything.
He's a 40-something. He's a 40-something-year-old black man that didn't even get the cookout reference. MrsParker was there when I asked G-Man, are you just pissed off because I took your spot at the cookout? He was like, what are you talking about cookout?
He said, what cookout? Yeah, he's cookout. Poor guy.
Yeah, I don't get that either, but I'm white as hell, so I'm...
Oh, shit! Jay Trudeau! Thank you so much for the top up.
So what it means is when somebody says you're not invited to the cookout or you're going to the cookout, it's just a reference to like a family gathering.
Right.
Family reunion, a barbecue, something like that, and we call that the cookout. And everybody,
are you welcome to the inn thing or not?
Yeah,
okay.
Exactly. That's all it means.
And they say it a lot when they find a cool white person, right? If somebody find he's welcome to the cookout. That's what
okay. He's one of us. Like, all right, he's cool. He's all right.
Welcome to the family kind of thing. Yeah.
Like Bender says, kill all humans, but Fry, you're okay. So don't like
there you go.
People, but hey, you're okay.
Ooh,
Miss
Parker.
I'm invited to mini cookouts, by the way.
Damn right. Who the hell wouldn't? If I had an opportunity to have a cookout right now, God know you'd be on the short list. You know that. You better bring some fucking decent meat, though. That's the thing. And I'm not talking about what you're packing between your legs. No. I'm talking about the stuff you can eat, not that you can suck. All right?
Potato salad is great. Your white people love that.
Oh my God, no.
Not over here. Over here, we've been introduced to Indian food, okay? But hold on, before we go on, I have to give a big thank out to Jay Trudeau, who topped us up by €10. Thank you so much. And something else as well, something I've been so, well, frankly, a little bit sloshed to really talk about. We have a gimmick tonight. If you guys fucking donate, I'm going to say now 20, because you had a chance and you squandered it. It was going to be anything. Now I'm going to say 20 because you updated it by a 10. So here's the thing. If you do anything, I'm going to go in. I'm going to grab the remainder of the kombucha, which has been sitting in a collective cup. I'm going to down it. If you haven't watched the video, you'll know I did not like that shit. So anyone donates 20 or more, I will down that whole glass of kombucha. Okay, there. I did this. Oh, and by the way, I'm going to introduce everyone because I haven't done it yet. Krendar, Pimpmunk, MrsParker. At this point, we all know who the fuck we are. Description down below. Goal up at the top. You guys are fucking awesome. Like, share, subscribe. And Pimpmunk, I am so sorry. Please continue.
Oh. She said about the raisins and the penis. That's northeast fucking white people. That ain't southern white people.
I don't believe you.
I don't give a shit what you believe, lady.
Monty told me it's a delicacy to the white.
Monty is white. What are you talking about? You don't listen.
Well, he's trying to deflect.
I think that's exactly why Monty would know.
No, I'm a Caucasian as well, and I know better.
So I don't think
you're blacker than Monty, Pimpmunk. Come on.
Monty's closer to me. You're closer to MrsParker. Let's be honest here. You
have to take a DNA test. Seriously.
Yeah, we need we need ancestry.com.
Oh no.
I mean to be a white man, okay, Monty. I mean, Pimpmunk. Stop it.
I'll never forget it. I'll never forget the first time Black Guy TV was in my chat room. He said, "Damn, Pimpmunk's a brother."
It's hard. I see you as some sort of weird transitory between the two, and I don't mean a blended situation. I mean like a literal. I ain't
no Nuka Zeus. Let's get that shit straight.
No, I don't mean that either. I mean you straddle both worlds.
No, he's a black man who suffers from, what is
Revigiligo. That's what he suffers.
Exactly. Doesn't want anybody to talk about his ailment, so it's easier for him to be white.
Pimpmunk, let's be honest here. Let's be honest, Pimpmunk, you are way blacker than Nuka Zeus.
Extremely.
If black is something that you
in spirit,
like if it was something that you could quantify, then I would definitely say that Pimpmunk's got it. Because at the very least, Pimpmunk is still a human, whereas Nuka Zeus is a minstrel show.
Yeah. He's basically those old 1800s pamphlets that you just see like a Confederate soldier looking at and go, "That sounds like a fine way to spend my leave from the army."
Exactly.
And Nuka Zeus would be on screen doing the little, not screen, but like on stage doing the little dance, and they'd be drowning whiskey at 25 a glass, although with the embargo, they're probably like $7.50. Fucking burn it, make Georgia howl, motherfucker. I actually was re-listening to the whole Dixie sort of march that the Southerners, thanks to Vosh, he got into it because big shock. Vosh does not like the Confederacy. He just doesn't like the. I know that's a weird take for most people to take.
American music is actually really, really interesting, especially when you're talking about music that came out in the like right after the Civil War, and then
that was the birth of jazz, wasn't it? In the most basic form.
In its most basic form, yeah. Like American music really is cool. So for people who don't appreciate it, like some of those Dixie songs, a lot of those slave chants and stuff like that, that stuff is really, really cool.
Dixie was a minstrel tune made by a northerner, but most people consider it a southern song. But the version I'm listening to talks about how they're going to make all the snakes howl as they march down to the fucking coast. They're basically talking about Sherman's March to the Sea. You know, like something tells me that if you went to a lot of alt-right communities, American communities, and played that, you'd get blocked pretty quickly.
Actually, you'd be really surprised. Go down to Tennessee; they love Dixie.
Yeah, but their version of Dixie. But I'm talking about the version the Sherman's March Dixie.
Yeah.
Like home of rattlesnakes and traitors. You know, like we're gonna bring Uncle Sam to them whether they like it or not. I think that's one of the lines. Which I know Pimpmunk, that might bring back some sort of genetic sadness, but
no.
Oh wait, no, yeah, you're like an Italian American, aren't you? So you came after the fact, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so fuck them. Yeah, Universal.
I think all of us arrived after the fact because that was a long time ago.
Yeah, I mean, like, look,
Show me a Confederate soldier, and I'll show you a fucking liar.
Didn't the last?
Fuck the idea of hereditary guilt anyway.
Amen to that.
You did it or you didn't do it.
As a European, that's the thing with the Germans. After about, say, the 60s, the Germans did everything, kind of died off as a whole new generation showed up and they had to deal with that.
And at the very least, they still respect what happened.
Oh, they acknowledge. Speaking of fucking devils, let's get right into it.
Holy shit. All right, let's do it. I'm excited.
They acknowledge that I actually talked to a German not too long ago, and she said in school they acknowledge that it happened, but they explain it as a bunch of really bad actors took over the government and tricked the remainder of the German population. I think that's
whitewashing it a bit.
Yeah, it's not as bad as the Japanese do it. Now here's the thing. Go to an Italian and ask, and they will explain how their own grandfather was a fucking mentally challenged gibbon who opened up the door for Mussolini to walk in. Like, they will not in for a moment deny.
Throw him under the bus.
Oh, 100. If you have family, you don't talk about that family member until it's brought up. Then it's like, oh, my uncle, such and such. Yeah, he was a piece of shit.
Piece of shit. Yeah,
in Japan, they have shrines dedicated to their war criminals. So
yes, they do.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, based on what we're looking at on screen right now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This Utah Rap Festival is more like a Utah COVID festival. It looks
we will. Sorry for giving you a bit of blue balls, but that was not what we're talking about. We're going to look at this next week. I just thought that this is what the next one down is what I was hoping we'd have a look at. And for the record, just a quick shout out. We showed these guys once before. You guys can't see it,
y'all.
Right? Not the Black Hammers. I think they've been established at this point. But Channel 5, they did the dating school.
The pickup artist.
Pickup artist in Las Vegas. Yes.
Love it.
So just so you know, the guys recording them, don't support them in the slightest. Instead, they fuck with them, but very subtly. Too subtly for these motherfuckers to notice. So shall we?
Our world means freedom in Swahili. I just want to welcome all of you today.
I hope so.
Why is it always cool white girls?
That's it. Yeah. The majority of the Black Hammers. I was going to say the Black Panthers. Jesus, the Black Hammers are fucking white girls and guys who are so full of white guilt that they will literally say the word. They'll literally talk about how white people should be glad that they're taking part in the destruction of their own race.
What?
Yeah. We're talking about ethno-states here. We're talking about genuine white genocide. Not like the way the right-wingers say it. which is fucking ridiculous. Like, oh no, a bunch of Haitians showed up at our door. Yeah, they're refugees and they're dying. They're trying to breed us out. What the fuck? But instead, it's more like, yeah, white people are scum and black people should breed us out. That's why. Why is it a bunch of white people? Why is it a bunch of white girls in particular? I wonder.
They want to get bred out.
Yeah, but apparently.
Yeah.
I'm a descendant of settlers, and I believe in reparations in order to heal our nation.
Our nation!
To address racially based climate change in order to save our
racially based climate change.
And we need to give reparations.
Racially based climate change. Yeah.
So somebody explain to me how race causes climate change.
What the fuck is racially based climate change? Is my climate different than your climate? Is there a Negro climate I need to know about? Like, what in the fuck?
Well, we destroyed your because you're a stupid bitch.
Well, oh my god, I feel like I'm watching a Lifetime movie. Who are these people and how can I find more of them?
Black Hammers, Gazi Kodo, Help Yourself. Yeah. They have a long history, some of which will involve names you recognize.
Oh, you're gonna have fun with Gazi because
I'm really shocked, MrsParker. Like, you really don't know about Gazi. We can get.
I do not know.
Yeah, well, you're gonna
know.
Oh my god!
Oh, and the guy with the camera, the guy with the mic, is in on it, and listen to what he does because they're all talking about reparations for black people. Look how he responds.
Be able to heal anything.
Can I just say, by the way, I would fucking rock what he's wearing, and I don't care.
Our planet.
Yeah. Hey, I appreciate you. Your heart's in the right place.
No, it's not.
Uhuru.
Breaking news.
Uhuru, yeah, I guess.
You're watching Channel 5. With Andrew Callahan.
Channel 5's a fucking gold mine, by the way. It's amazing.
You're probably wondering what you're watching. I'm your host, Andrew Callahan, and that footage was from the Uhuru Reparations March on the streets of Oakland, California. At the time of this rally, I was a few hours south in Hollywood at an anti-vax.
All right, whatever that guy he was interviewing with, I also like what he was wearing. That big blue thing he was wearing.
March.
Here we are, Channel 5 live worldwide, Hollywood and Vine, Freedom March.
But the night before, we caught wind of a very important day, the National Day for African Reparations, hosted by an organization called Uhuru Solidarity, whose slogan is White Solidarity.
Oh, white folks, baby.
As white people, we have always upheld the lie that America is the home of freedom and democracy.
But the reality is very different. Long before Trump and the cries of fascism, African people were catching hell.
Something is wrong with
cries of fascism.
What?
Oh, the well is deep. Shall we see how deep it is?
Because every opportunity and amenity I have has been
it's Lord Magicus.
At the expense of my black and brown brothers and sisters around the world. You owe money. If you don't give it, we're gonna come take it.
Coming to take it.
We're coming to take it, y'all. There he is. There's our king of the castle. Yeah,
there it is.
Uhuru.
Uhuru. Which all right. I want to say something up front, okay?
Chris Tucker, motherfucker.
Now, Uhuru, Shout, Black, whether it be Malcolm X or the Black Panthers, or anything like that, it was a shout and still is in a lot of really genuine, like, black, like trying to get equality, trying to get justice. It is a shout of victory. In fact, Uhura was originally going to be called Uhuru until they changed it just slightly, and it was because it was literally just like the idea that try to push the idea forward. Which brilliant, fantastic. I'm all for this. Black Panthers are black Nazis. Not Black Panthers. Oh my god! Don't clip that! Don't clip that! Don't clip that! Black Hammers. Black Hammers.
Black Hammers are
Hammers. Not Black Panthers.
What I'm seeing is so there's a lot of colorism here, and from an expose that I'm gonna have to get into. Apparently they're a cult.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, actually, MrsParker, you brought up a great point there. How do you feel about the term colorism as opposed to racism?
They're two different words. Mm-hmm. So, and they're two different things. So what racism is something that you experience. Me as an African-American woman, if I say I don't like Filipinos, Anybody from the Philippines. That is me being racist. I am automatically taking this entire race of people and I'm judging them and I'm deciding that they're not worthy, whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
Colorism happens within your race. You are a victim of colorism. Not only are you a victim of colorism, but you can also perpetrate colorism onto others. So what happened all around the world when white people started colonizing dark-skinned countries, white skin became preferable. It became the it thing. Colorism is the next step from that. We start to idolize fair skin. We start to idolize these particular features, and we start to treat each other in a way. Whoever's more white passing gets more whatever, okay, more status in the culture. And this happens all across. So racism is me attacking another race. Colorism is me within my race, judging those people on a scale of whiteness. And I think a lot of people get confused by that. But they're two totally different things.
I have a question. Where does the blood quantum fall into this?
When you are talking to a racist.
AKA Gazi Kodo, who supports the blood quantum.
I've never heard of blood quantum before.
Unfortunately, it's not the next James Bond film, unfortunately. Which we have to admit would be a pretty good name. Yeah.
Like, they gotta stop using the word quantum in their movie titles.
The word's kind of played out at this point.
Yeah.
But if there ever was a racist black person, it's this fucker.
Oh, very much.
Extremely. But of course, you can't. There are people online who say that you can't say that he's racist because he's not a part of the dominant racial group that's controlling.
That's idiotic.
But that's bullshit.
They can suck on my tank meat with that bullshit.
I hate this. Racism is privilege plus power shit. Power is not part of it at all.
It's not racism. It's bigotry. Okay, it's bigotry too. Then.
What you're doing now is you're playing semantics. Racism is racism. Systematic racism is racism plus power. There's there too.
Bill Portley, shut up.
It's like, just, come on.
Yeah, but white people don't own hate. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, we don't have a monopoly on this shit.
Yeah,
you want to go to fucking China as a black guy and see how long you're gonna get?
But by the way, we're not taking away the history of white people being stupid either.
No. I mean, hell, white people. Yeah.
Like, well, at the end of the day, the bottom of the line is, I've been listening to G-Man all the time. What it is, this is human history. It's human history. We have to stop. We have to really separate. Stop separating all this history into Black history, white history, Asian history, and all this stuff. It's human history. It's what we've done.
At one point, there was just one history, and it probably, frankly, was black. One tribe that moved out of Africa and then broke off, and then broke off, and broke off, and blah, 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 blah. And eventually, we were left with a situation where Gazi Kodo and fucking, let's think of Nick Fuentes and Gazi Kodo, they need to fuck. It's as simple as that. They just need to meet up, and they need to fuck a baby. I don't know how it would happen. They're both dudes, but I mean, they could.
They don't even fuck a baby.
No. It would be no. Into existence. I mean.
Okay, you have to listen, honey. You have to finish your sentences.
I'm sorry. Sometimes I wave my hand. Sometimes I wave my hands, and I think that's an answer enough. Like you guys can fill in the rest.
Nobody can see your hand waving.
I'm feeling my mental capacity. I need to stop living.
You have to remember, Lev, the audience can see you, but we can't.
Yeah. Well, considering you can't see what my hand does half the time when I'm streaming, you're fucking lucky on that front, okay?
They didn't fuck the baby. That's all we heard.
That's all we heard. Let them.
Then you know what? You know what? They need to.
Terrible time to leave the sentence and say other things.
That's twice now in less than 10 minutes. I said something that could be clipped completely out of context. But you know what?
G-Man's gonna find out, and you're gonna go to prison now. I'm gonna tell G-Man.
Hey, G-Man. Hey, in case you are watching this, G-Man, I have been aware of you for years, and all I'm gonna say is you let us down more and more throughout the years.
Oh no! All you did, all you just did was give him some weapons to use against MrsParker. He'll now say MrsParker's friends with people who want to fuck babies.
Actually, I didn't say I wouldn't. I said that I hope that he would. If you're going to take it that, yeah.
He was encouraging other people to fuck Nazi babies.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Is she one head going to do a video of me next? In which case, fucking clout. Brilliant.
I have to say, Alan Reyes makes a good point in chat, and it makes me wonder something. You know, he says that Nick Fuentes and Ghazi are the flip sides of the same ignorant, racist coin.
An Oreo. It's basically an Oreo.
But here's the thing. This leads to another thought. If they fucked each other, would they like explode and nullify each other like matter and antimatter?
Either
because that's another win for the world if that happens.
I think they bring on the Antichrist. Their baby is the Antichrist.
Their baby! They would fuck a baby into existence. Thank you. That's what we need to focus on. No one clip out what I said prior. Okay?
Can we not find a better way to phrase that, sir?
Yes.
You keep saying that, and it still sounds like you're saying they need to fuck a baby.
That's bad. Listen, folks, in case you don't know, Irish people suck at English, so it's not.
Yeah.
We do it intentionally to say fuck you to the fucking Tans. How dare they control us for 800 years?
Let's make this clear. Lev does not want anyone to fuck a baby.
He does not, no.
He does not.
He just wants people to have his hate baby. That's what he wants.
Yeah.
My hate baby, 100%, but only against one race. It's going to be a randomized number. I'm going to hit that number, whatever it is. That's the race that baby will hate.
There it is. That's beautiful. We should do that with all babies. Just like
just have a Simon machine. Oh, they hate Asian. Okay, cool.
Come out into the world. It'll probably be better. At the very least, we can get the even numbers.
It's fairer. I mean, it's less arbitrary in some respects. Shall we get back to an actual racist who, you know what, I'm going to say this, he's a racist, but Ghazi is also a victim. I don't know of what, but if he's a racist, he's probably a victim of something.
He's an idiot, dude.
He's a victim of fetal alcohol syndrome.
Yeah,
maybe with those eyes, yeah.
So you do know him
I was
then.
busy in Hollywood at the anti-vax rally. We sent our African studies correspondent
enjoying
Saddam
tonight.
to the Bay Area to figure out what the hell's going on.
Oh yeah. I like this new Call of Duty.
That's a very loud outfit.
Uhuru. We are here at Snow Park. It's one of the whitest parks I've ever seen.
Like I said, I would fucking rock that shit.
Movement. It's a bunch of white people that believe in African reparations. They want to give us money, so let's get some money.
The United States of America was built on stolen land and stolen labor. The African People's Socialist Party.
I love how he's dressing an Irishman on top, but at the bottom he's dressed like Kim Possible.
Was putting forward the figure of $4.1 trillion in unpaid labor. It's really about we as white people confronting our privilege in this system. And not just confronting it ideologically, but confronting it actually by giving back.
Can I have $5?
Yes. You got change?
It fucking works too. I love the homeless person just sleeping there. Now there's a reference of a modern day America. It's a homeless person randomly sleeping there next to him.
Sorry, I don't. Sorry.
But the guy with a job gets the money instead.
Yeah. Next.
For the record, free Palestine. But you know what? Not if you're getting your information from this dude. Maybe go on to the next person who has free Palestine. Go on.
Yeah.
What's going on?
We're here marching for reparations for African people. We want reparations.
Oh,
how would you like
that
to see
fanny pack does not do you
any
courtesy.
I think that's up to the black people and how they want to do it.
Can somebody tell these people that the black people who were actually wronged
of course
aren't around anymore?
Well, not only that, it's just this is like next level white knighting. Okay,
this is white guilt put to the ultimate degree.
There's something in America, like I don't know if you guys deal with it in other countries, but at least here in America, there's a lot of white people who are dealing with this white guilt situation, and then the white savior complex coupled with the white guilt. And it's like they want to do what's right. I get it. Your heart is in the right place. You know history was bad. You want to do the right thing. Well, I love you for that. But now you are making a mockery of all of this because you're standing around like some albino Black Panther party in the park demanding to give fucking reparations to Black people. None of this makes sense. Your time would be better served like dealing with the reformation of our police systems, dealing with the welfare systems, housing the homeless. Let's talk about the systematic racism that's actually put all this into place. That's where your time
even just
at the end of the day. Well, I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, tomorrow in America isn't going to change until white women change it. White women have always changed America.
Yeah.
So all of you beautiful white women who are on TikTok and you guys are like, hey, I love Black people and I'm going to suck as many Black cocks as I can. And I'm going to have Black babies because I'm the next, whatever the fuck. Just please vote for the right people. That's all you have to do. You vote for the right people. Talk about what's right.
Also, important about the whole the Black baby thing. Ghazi wouldn't consider those to be Black babies, but rather mongrels and like demons.
Mr. What's his name? Umar Johnson's the same way. There's a bunch of them like that. Fucking Hotep assholes.
He is the ultimate Hotep, and my response to Hoteps is that if you want to take on the white race and overcome us, great, but we're going to kill you too. We're going to die together in this big fucking death spiral. And what we're going to get? I'll tell you where we are. Chicken sandwich. The fucking goobacks from South Park. That's where we are.
Oh my god! I feel like I literally have to choose between a douche or a turd sandwich on this one. We can keep with the South Park references. If that's what we're doing for the rest of the show, let's go.
Yeah.
I'm down for this.
Good reference. And by the way, Ms. Parker, just to answer your wondering about, what if the white guilt thing happens much in the rest of the world. I think it's uniquely an American thing because I've never really experienced it here in Canada. And
same here in Ireland. And you know what else? I get some bizarre pass in Black communities in the States because I'm Irish.
Well,
because Irish has unique. Yeah.
Well, the Irish were enslaved in America.
We weren't. We were never taught that, and we were in depth. We were. Oh God, we were more than oppressed. We were the first.
Let's not call it slavery. Let's not call it slavery.
Indentured servitude is not something I would like on anyone. Oh yes. We were boot that.
You guys were put into ghettos, and then
go before even the first black slaves started to work on the plantations in Georgia. Irish people were brought out first. That's why the first. If you've seen Roots, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember the slave master, the controller of the one? He was originally an Irish indentured servant who was given freedom.
And he raised up,
and he raised up on the first. Shit!
He's unfucking believable.
Shit, we got some money. Free Palestine.
To Israel.
Death to a place that is also there too. And begins with I. That's all right. I believe in a two-party system. I believe in a two-state system. But here's the thing:
there we go.
One of the states needs to kind of pull back and let the other. Because I've been to Palestine. I actually saw it firsthand, and I've been to Israel and I've seen it firsthand. I want both to exist, and both can. But Israel kind of needs to pull back a bit. The key thing is that money well received, very much appreciated.
Thank you, whoever you were.
Nihilist X, I believe that was what was up there.
Nice.
Most Black people like Irish people because of just the history, us being in slave quarters together back then, and the ghettos. So if there was a ghetto, there were Irish and Black people were usually together in the ghetto.
Which is hilarious because if you go back to those times, the two were at odds with each other to get the best jobs. And of course, the Irish won out only because we had the lighter skin.
They were white passing. Exactly.
Which happens if you know Cuban history, Cuban history had something similar. Haitian, Dominican, a lot of Caribbean stuff, South American.
Again, now we're talking about colorism because that European skin tone became what you needed to get a job.
That's why when Prendar asked, I was like, there is a difference. There is a huge difference.
Very big difference.
But let's get on because I love what this guy does. He doesn't just fucking ask them questions and show their stupidity. He fleeces them, and rightly so, because they're fucking stupid. And it's better that he has their money than
20. Does that work?
That works. Yeah, $20 is good. Thank you. love you.
I love you back.
We're with the Freedom Socialist Party, so we're a socialist, feminist, anti-racist, international
self-hating
party.
too.
Again, coming from an anti-capitalist perspective,
How much money does this guy make out of this?
If I'm right, 45, he'd have made more, but someone couldn't break a 25. He couldn't break a 50, if I remember right.
Is gonna need to happen for any.
Let's going up and saying I'm black. I want money.
$5. Can I have $5?
That's not the massive reparations.
Oh,
Where it comes from matters, and it needs to be paid by the people
Good.
that have reaped the benefits.
That's true, but
Like
then
you, white lady.
Yeah, but here's the thing: she backpedals, if I remember right. If you give it a
for
second.
reparations. We are,
Wait for
actually working on, a pamphlet on what, the specifics should
Ooh, a
be.
pamphlet.
But reparations are a just demand.
Just.
When you have people that were stolen from their countries and then tell them, oh, hey, you're free now, but we're going to still let people, discriminate against you. You need to make things right through reparations.
And that's mega corporations, and it is the capitalist system. And I don't think it's... Yeah, I'd give you $5 if I had it.
There you go. See, she still fucking backpedals. Like a
kind of the same argument I hear when I go down to the homeless shelter, and you get people that you get these fucking missionaries. They come in and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna feed the poor," and God and all this good stuff. And it's like, great, but homeless people don't need food. Homeless people need homes, bitch. Are you gonna build a home? Are you going to help us build homes? Oh,
well, I have a second home out in Florida, but I want to keep it for myself, so no. But I'll think of you in my thoughts and prayers.
Yeah. Exactly. Thoughts and prayers. That's what I got from this bitch. That's what I got from this whole situation.
Thank you for giving me all of the stuff that is completely useless and does nothing to help.
Exactly.
This reminds me of, I think it was it was Chris Rock. He said, I hang out in Hollywood with some of the most progressive, liberal people you could imagine, all white, and they will every day spend thousands, if not millions of dollars to help charities, to help like black communities and such, but they'll never invite a black person to their parties.
Yep. Which is one of the funniest jokes he'd ever told. I love that one. But it's true. It's so fucking true.
100%. It's so telling, isn't it?
Yeah. All of these people, you go to your gala to raise money for the poor. Right? You're going to your gala, you eat your fish or your chicken, and you guys have your fancy dress, and you spent about $400,000 on this goddamn event to raise $100,000 just to give away to homeless people. Like, you guys don't see the fucking asinineness of the just
it's so obvious they're doing it to look good and not to actually do good.
And to feel better about themselves, living on this pile of money. They're living on this pile of money.
Yeah, I'm a millionaire, but look what I did for a poor person yesterday.
I will give you an example of a millionaire who actually did good with his money. Paul Newman. Does anyone remember his story?
I don't.
Went from nothing, became famous actor, and set up a bunch, because he was an orphan, he set up a bunch of orphanages around America that are still going to this day. Wow. And you know how he did it? By the sauce, the Thousand Island dressing.
I was actually just going to say he also makes good spaghetti sauce and salad dressing.
And all of the majority. No, the majority of it goes to his charity, even after he's been dead for about 10 years now. It's still going.
I just want to point out, like I said, he does like a sauce company called Newman's Own, and it specifies right on the labels that all profits go to charities. Like it's not a for-profit company.
That's right.
I buy that stuff all the time, and because it's just good. I didn't know it was actually,
the Thousand Island dressing is pretty solid. Don't just put it on salad either. Put it on chicken.
A lot of the time, if I'm make some spaghetti at home, I'll get some of the Newman's Own Socceroonie sauce.
Ooh, I heard that's good.
Stuff. Yeah, like all the sauces are fucking delicious. There's a whole line of tastiness. And like I didn't even know. Yeah.
Now, in the grand scheme of things, could he have done more? Sure. Did he a lot more than Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos ever will? Yes. And he is a fraction of the size, and we are a fraction of the size of his. And he did more with his wealth, and he didn't die poor. He died in a fucking mansion. Like the level of wealth difference, it's crazy. Like, oh God, did you see what happened to CNN put out a thing where it was saying like Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk or whatever could feed the world's hunger, And according to the CNN, and Elon Musk responded, "Well, sure, I could do that, but you're going to have to give tons of." And then he gave these huge ass fucking reasons why he couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Backpedaled the whole situation. Yeah.
Right, and most people liked it, going like, "Yeah, your job isn't to help other people." Like, dude, fuck you.
It's like, yeah, but how at the end of the day, if that's all we think about is helping ourselves and not thinking about the greater good, because we're still social creatures. We're social animals. We can't continue to live like this and think that our species is going to be okay.
And his billions won't stop the floods. He can't build a bunker deep enough. Exactly. And if he goes up to space, he'll watch the world die, I suppose, and then starve within a year.
Holy shit. I think I just became a communist. Alan will tell me in the chat. I think I just became a fucking communist.
Yeah, you did.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck.
I don't think it's.
I have so much literature to send you.
For any individual who's
Parker,
part of the working class.
You're welcome up here in Canada. You'll fit right in. All right.
I think I might get run out of America because I do have a lot of people trying to hurt me now. So I might.
All right. If they run you out of the country with pitchforks and torches, you can come stay with me. It's fine.
I don't have
just
the way
how I'm going to get along. Like how am I going to be able to get along with your heads flopping around like that?
Yeah.
All the square tires everywhere.
Okay. You'll get used to it real quick, buddy.
Ah!
Should have it either. So it's not so much, I don't think, for any working class or per person to provide that personally, but to be in a movement that's demanding.
You know what? They probably on the way back home picked up like $60 to $80 lattes and felt good about themselves sitting in their car that cost a fortune and went like, "We really helped today."
Then at a systemic level, and again, tax the rich to get schools, tax the rich to make housing, tax the rich to pay for reparations. That's where I would come at it from.
So right now, hella people gave speeches.
I feel sorry for him with his hat on. Jesus, that looks like a hot day.
Furniture store. So far, I got $20. I would have got 25, but the dude didn't have change. Some of these niggas are just broke.
My name is Allie Aiello from Oakland, California, or I'm not from Oakland, California.
Oh no, you're not from Oakland, are you? You know, where's your?
How do you not know where you're from? Wait a second.
No, she backpedaled because Oakland is considered like a predominantly black neighborhood. This Vosh explained this. I'm like, oh my god, really? She actively she's so self-conscious that she apparently thinks that like she's I think originally from New Jersey. But she is so self-conscious that Oakland is a predominantly black, like, center of, like, the Black Panthers and stuff like that, like the civil rights movement, that she actively will be like, "I'm not from there. No, that's your town. Oh, no, I only moved there. I humbly beseech myself." Yeah.
This is when you get too white.
Look at her. She's literally glaring. She's reflecting sunlight.
I've lived in Oakland, California since February of this year, and I'm from New Jersey. Yeah.
All right, cool. So what are we doing here today?
Yeah, so we're out here. The organization that's putting this on is the Uhuru Solidarity Movement. We're an organization that works under the.
How many of these people you think have actually been to Africa?
Party to organize, particularly in the white community, for reparations to African people.
Africa is the future. It is the youngest continent on the planet.
The youngest continent on the planet? What the fuck
what's the youngest continent?
Africa.
Hold on, but that's not true.
Yeah.
That doesn't even make sense ever. Like, how do you even explain that to somebody? The youngest continent? No, what are you talking about? That's like.
That's not how anything works.
Yeah, like, don't you? There was a continent called Pangea, bitch. The majority of it is Africa.
That's the one we know back furthest from. Like, there was.
Yeah. Like, what are you talking about?
Also, can somebody explain what the hell that thing on her face is?
It's a mask.
It is a multicolored mask. I think she's doing her tricolor thing. Yeah.
Africa is the future. Well, I'd like to think that Africa has a future. I can agree with that.
It can't just disappear. Like,
but one day you wake up and the entire African continent from Egypt to fucking Cape of Good Hope is just gone.
Yeah, that's not going to happen, sweetie pie, unless Lex Luthor gets his way. Yeah, we're good.
The only thing they're not making any more of, right?
Wakanda forever.
So much potential there, living there. It's so dynamic. There's so much opportunity. It is literally the future. It will drive
this is pure. Oh, I remember this. This is the white guilt moment where the whole thing's been up to white guilt, but it's like she explains this scene where she goes to Africa and she goes to the nice part of Africa that has been like cornered off for the tourists. And then she comes back and goes, there's nothing wrong with it. I've been to numerous African Arabic countries, and I stuck around the tourist areas. Why? Because I knew outside of it, there was problems.
Yeah, you're a fucking tourist. That's anywhere you go. If you travel to any place, you stay in the tourist areas. I'm not going to go to fucking New York and be like, oh, let's go to Bushwick. No.
I worked outside of Bayonne, and let me tell you, no. Okay.
that's anywhere. Like
the youth and from.
I got to point out, by the way, Raising Girl's got a great point. These two people should swap masks.
Oh yeah,
that would be hilarious. Would she let that happen?
Oh, she'd fucking strip naked for him at this point. Let's be honest here.
Fuck, I need to find some of these people. You guys.
What are three of your favorite things about Africa?
Oh, okay. I was in West Africa, and they just a lot with each other.
And so, West Africa, so like all of it from like Algeria down to the other place.
I'm Tore and you're Koulibaly. Yeah. I'd be like, oh,
look at his face.
I'd be like, oh, well, you're my slave, so yeah.
What?
Can I get $5?
I don't have any cash, but I can Venmo you.
What? The best service ever. Channel 5 Cash App, man. Shout out Cash App.
Okay. Give me a second.
If you're
send reparations,
would you be white again?
They bought so many pizzas for him and his mates that night.
So, is this the dude in the ski mask?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
After the fact, he went deep state to work with the Black Hammers, and well, you can see the results. It was quite productive.
So, her favorite thing about being in West Africa was joking about beans and having Black people say that she is a slave.
Yeah.
Got it.
And now she's your hero. Now she's saving you.
Yep.
Awesome. Did she build a well?
No, but she saw people way over in the distance building a well. And she felt it deep within her spiritual self.
She basically did it herself, practically.
Yeah. So those people building the well, they were part of what organization? UNICEF. Okay, UNICEF. The majority of them being black. No.
White missionaries.
Hey, that one went to school with you. Do you want to talk to her? Where are you going, love? Why are you going back to your hotel in the really posh part of town where all the corrupt official parents...
No, you got to get those college credits, right, folks?
Mm-hmm.
You got to get into college.
Can I say this? Is this not the most bougie fucking shit ever?
Yes.
Yeah, it is high-end, my daddy knows very wealthy people vibes, you know?
Oh, I would love
to
be like part
is
of the
this store called Uhuru
like,
Furniture?
You only noticing that now? Driven by African self-determination.
Yes, I am only just noticing that now because I've been too distracted by her face mask and her bullshit.
But I also know that's kind of like signing myself up for issues in life. But, you know, I
love Channel 5. They don't need to put on a show. These are real people.
A West African, like a Malian specifically, they're the best people. They're like so kind and cool and honest.
Yeah, I fuck with Mali. Oh, do you live in Oakland now?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
How long have you lived out here?
2 years.
Cool. So going into the rally, I didn't know what to expect. I realized that most of these people weren't even from Oakland. A lot of these people was from like Virginia, Boston, Santa Cruz, San Diego. And the thing about Oakland is it's a majority black city, right? Was it Chocolate City?
That's why earlier where she was like, oh no, I'm not from Oakland. I wouldn't dare. I wouldn't dare, master.
Is that what they said?
I think that's what they used to call cities, like chocolate cities or some shit like that. It was a majority black population.
But Uhuru's platform for reparations does not address anything in the Bay Area. All the money collected at that march was supposedly going to the construction of a basketball court in St. Louis, Missouri.
Niggas love basketball.
Except for the money collected by this guy here.
I guess now that's why the basketball court is a few inches shorter than regulations.
But that's not really going to uplift the community as much as like some type of educational institution, something that'll help people out, like free lunch programs. The basketball court seems kind of redundant to me, especially if you're in Oakland.
So Oakland has become one of the hottest rental markets in the Bay Area. Now people who've lived in the city for decades are getting pushed out.
Well, the reality of gentrification is hitting Oakland's LGBTQ community tonight. The building that serves as headquarters for Oakland Pride has been sold to a real estate firm.
Me and my daughter got regentified to North Richmond.
Spacious lofts and turn-of-the-century Victorians, West Oakland has been a hot spot for local artists and musicians.
It's kind of a quintessentially West Oakland kind of a space.
So the mayor of Oakland announced she's creating a special cabinet to look at housing and affordability.
According to the East Bay Equity Atlas, Oakland's black community has decreased by 25% in the past 10 years.
And I imagine it's replaced by people who are like, it's a real shame what's happening to black people elsewhere in America.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's like basically going like, God, it feels real bad about those Native Americans while literally standing on one of their skulls. You know, like, it's kind of, dude, you're part of the fucking problem.
91% of low-income homes of color are currently in areas that are actively gentrifying or about to gentrify. This is a result of big tech's takeover of the Bay Area, which has caused home prices to rise while wages for the working class have remained the same.
I mean, we should look and see how many basketball courts are in St. Louis. It just seems extremely racist to me. I don't know. A group of all white people.
It does. I mean,
And they're putting up basketball courts because that's what black people love.
Right? I was just thinking that, like, let's give them a basketball court. They'll be okay.
You know, how do we fix systematic racism? Oh, basketball courts, folks. Oh, black children don't get the same access to education as white kids. You know, we're going to give them a basketball court. Come on, let's open up another boys and girls
Problem
club.
solved. Good job, everybody.
Then everybody can get in the NBA, and everybody's going to be LeBron James, and black people can be all happy. See, that's what they love.
Because LeBron James is so happy right now. Even like when they get to the top, they're like, "Dude, I really wish I went back to school."
I saw that movie Space Jam. Niggers love basketball.
Yeah.
I am so glad. I am so glad with despite my drinking and my previous faux pas. I was not the first to use the M-bomb, and I hope that I will not be.
Look, there's one person in here who's allowed to use that word, okay?
And it's Pimpmunk. Yeah, he beat me to it.
We were all thinking the same thing. God damn it.
I didn't catch what you said, though, MrsParker, about Space Jam 2. What'd you say about Space Jam 2?
It's the best movie. It's not the best movie, but it's a really cool addition to the franchise. If they're going to continue doing the franchise, which I hope they do, it's a really nice addition.
I heard it was just a cameo, the movie. That's all I heard.
It is, but that's what the original one was.
Is it? Yeah, I was going to say, that's what the original one was.
But they had some I saw the clip with Rick and Morty where Rick and Morty just show up for 5 seconds and leave. Like, what's to have to bring in?
Well, no, because that's the first one. The first one was literally based. It all started off of a commercial. There was a commercial where Bugs Bunny and Michael Jordan are playing basketball in a pair of shoes, and it was to sell these shoes.
The Air Jordans.
Like, oh, exactly. And they were like, oh, we can make a movie out of this. Well,
I remember we had the Big Mac one where he's like, we're going to be a while. You probably want to get yourself a Big Mac. Yeah.
Every fucking marketing scheme got it. Car companies got in on it. If you watch that, it's nothing but a big commercial.
Did you ever see
this one's a big commercial? So anybody who's like, "Oh, this movie sucks," it's just giant marketing. I'm like, "Yeah, what did you think it was gonna be?"
Hold that thought. Nature calls. But did you ever see? Before I go, did you ever see the JonTron take on those commercials, including the "Don't Do Drugs" with Michael Jordan? And he's basically like, my good friends here at McDonald's have told me that you shouldn't do drugs. And, you should, my good friends here at McDonald's. You're just like, oh yeah, you shouldn't do drugs. You just have yourself a Big Mac, maybe a large fries or something. It's all fucking joke.
Yeah.
It's all a joke. Everything.
It is. First Space Jam was pretty fun though, but did they go ahead with that weird redesign of Lola in Space Jam 2?
Well, they did, and honestly, I like
people hated that.
But the thing is, like, she was a total sex kitten, and it doesn't make sense for there to be this very overtly sexual character in a cartoon. You know,
They did overdo it a little bit. Yeah, like she could be like good looking and a bit sexy, but she probably played into it leaned into it too hard.
Yeah, like her tits jiggled in the first one. You know what I mean?
I mean that was obviously for the parents of the kids, right?
Exactly, right.
We talk about Lola Bunny.
Yeah.
They toned her down a little.
How could you tell?
I heard jiggle, and I was thinking you're either talking about my ass or Lola Bunny's ass. So yeah.
Lola Bunny's ass.
The home of the Black
I just remember
Panthers,
seeing like
and
some initial
they collect
art of her redesign, and she's just like flat up top, and then like big booty.
And you know who she's inspired by?
Judy
Judy fucking Hopps, who didn't have to go all skimpy to be a sex icon.
Judy Hopps was beautiful. Yeah, I
Judy
love
Judy was a fun character.
That's the only cartoon I ever fucked right there is Judy Hopps.
Really?
Yeah.
He's like the woman in a uniform, and he's into rabbits.
Oh, there we go.
Money.
Judy Hopps or Judy Hips? I mean,
Judy Hopps, man. I take it.
Age old saying, you put any woman inside a cop uniform and she gets an immediate dumpy. That's all I'm gonna say.
From other white people, but like not walking through white neighborhoods and build a basketball court so we can ball up. It's St. Louis, Missouri. Yeah, like on the other side of the country. Somewhere where the people who donated the money will never be able to see shit that might come out of there. You know what I mean? Who knows?
He looks like not McLovin, Napoleon Dynamite.
If Michael Jackson, then shit. if the next Kobe Bryant come out St. Louis, Missouri from the Uhuru Solidarity basketball court, nobody in Oakland will be able to be like, I seen that kid, I grew up with him. You know what I mean? So, you know,
I like their shoes.
We decided to see what's up with people from the town, actually from the community.
Well, all I heard was white solidarity. I said, I better get the hell out of here.
That's always a good sign, right?
That's definitely a very dangerous phrase to be
Right.
thrown around.
White solidarity. Oh, the doodle
Okay,
around. This is something that they've been doing new more, and they interpose it not just with the crazies, but also with the they'll actually show like the they'll give a context and like what not to do, and rather why this is so stupid and kind of a little bit broken.
For me, honestly, any racial solidarity whatsoever makes me inch away. Yeah.
He is Canadian, the most racist of all people.
Yeah.
I can't stand this.
Marcy's in the chat room and he's the racist. That's all I'm going to say.
I like her tobacco. She's still getting a cigarette ready. What's she doing?
Yeah, right. I didn't know what that meant. So.
Oh no, that's a fucking pamphlet. Oh god, I thought that was. That looks very simple. Yeah, that looks like a tobacco pouch that we get over here.
Reparations.
I agree with it. I mean, as a people, we've been through a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, all we can do is state our case. True. You know what I mean? Just like with anything.
It gets a lot lighter after this, folks. Don't you fret.
And hopefully, Congress
as in like the rest of the stuff we have for tonight.
Step in and
although we're already an hour in.
Out with that kind of
Jesus.
Hopefully, you think white people are evil?
Maybe we should move to a second story.
Yeah, because I actually go in 15 minutes, so yeah.
All right. We can at least say we gave Pimpmunk 2 things to look at tonight.
Yeah.
Oh.
I like out with you guys. It's just another. There's something about getting together with friends on the internet, watching videos that just turns into a shit show, and I love it. And
amen to that.
And this is why we have one of the most honest podcast names. We've got ramblings right there.
Right. It's why I've got no problem if we don't see more than 3 other things. Don't ask me what the context is. No one knows the context of this fight.
I do. Draw white people.
Amen to that. But what triggered the white
skinny too?
And they're also no. This is Irish Reich or what?
Oh, these are Irish boys. So
I think they're Irish anyway. A lot. I mean, hell, even the thumbnails. I just want to ask them to play Galway Girl. But look at Fanta Head over here. And look, there's Heem over there getting his face punched in.
Yeah, I see a couple redheads. You might be right. All right, you might be right.
But people have been like defragging this entire footage. Like, if you go down to the comments, like, look at this shit. Big fan of Diet Fanta and shit like that.
It's the vodka fight. I didn't know you guys were into that shit. I mean, that's fucking
We
awesome.
we are very passionate people and also a very pasty one apparently.
The shit show is not a Hannibal and Monty thing. You are the shit show. Everybody has a shit show.
So you'd be talking to English people. I don't know. Yeah. Once everybody starts like pulling each other off, you know, the fight's kind of over unless there's twice as many people ready to start the fight again. And I don't know what the fight's about. It's whatever it is, it's both sad and yet kind of interesting. Speaking of, shall we see the most un-Bjork thing Bjork ever did? Attack someone.
Oh God, Bjork.
Bjork attacked somebody? That's very un-Bjork.
There she is! What are you doing, Bjork? Why were you attacking this person?
Yeah, she got sued.
Yeah, she
I don't know the context.
From
Why
zero
did
to
she...
savage immediately.
Yeah, that's such an that's such an un-Bjork thing to do.
Did she go off on a reporter or something?
Yeah, you can see their mic there.
They were constantly taking photos, asking her questions. She kept asking to be left alone. This was like an hour ordeal, and then she just snapped.
I don't blame her then.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't blame her for going off on some fucking paparazzi ass.
Yeah, she just went off on the bitch. Like, I don't know if this is the bitch that was following her that long, but she got the brunt in a way.
She was the last straw, though.
Yeah.
Oh, this isn't a video. This is two texts. Hey, I saw those anime posters. You don't seem like the typical vapid female person. I'm a black guy, but I swear I'm not like most black guys. I'm not a violent thug that will beat you up. I'm also not one of those creepy black guys who prey on white women. Would you ever date a black guy? I'm non-thug max sub-5 ethnic.
Oh. That is a horrible way to begin a flirt.
Rare to see a woman that doesn't dress like a vapid Chad seeking female. And this is all she did. She just posted with herself in like jeans. And this is Alpha Chad, isn't it? Right? Look at this human male right here.
I love all this backtracking and defensiveness in his initial contact to somebody.
Yeah.
Yikes.
This is not what you do, folks. And something tells me you also might not be black. And if you are black, is that worse or?
I don't even know.
Yeah.
Either way.
You gotta ask Paul Mooney that one. I don't know.
Let's watch something. This is interesting. This is I saw this on Critical's channel. Multiple attacker defense.
Detroit Urban Survival Training. I'm going to share with you what to do if you're surrounded by a group of men and they attack you. So if they come at you, what you don't want to do is try to stand in the middle like in a martial arts karate movie, moving in a circle, trying to block, trying to hit. That's not
patty take.
That's a good point.
And then try to attack you, and you try to back up. This is what's going to happen. As you try to back up,
the shit's not like the movies.
And you're still going to be dominated, and you're going to lose. What you should do is this.
Okay.
As you can see, when you move in a circle around the crowd, you're able to attack each attacker individually.
Cool. What's
He's got a point.
Except for one small thing. That's all seemed choreographed, like it's a fucking kung fu film.
He's not saying that's literally how the fight's gonna go. He's just explaining how you should do your maneuvering.
Yeah, like this is how it happens. Everybody's gonna attack you at once in a beautiful dance-like formation, and you're gonna be able to get out of it because you're gonna be a kung fu master. And
you went through a 3-act structure where at one point you didn't listen to your old master and you went off on a motorbike while 80s synth music plays, and then you eventually you're like, what, my sister's in trouble? And then you turn the motorbike back around as the sun's setting, and then you listen to all your
montage.
80 montage.
Yeah.
You gotta have an 80s.
Yeah, I'm literally gonna go like the way he showed, but he makes a good point in that don't let yourself be surrounded.
Well, yes, that's kind of a given.
That's ideally.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's idiots out there who see shit like that happening in movies and they think that's a valid way to fight.
Oh, dude, I turned around a corner once. I was looking after a bunch of exchange students up in Dublin, and we went out to Dublin to celebrate. Turned around a corner. The oldest of them couldn't have been more than like 21, and there was a kid on the ground in the middle of on the daytime, a fairly busy street at nighttime, dead silence, cobblestones. And there was 4 kids around him, and he was just getting his ribs kicked in. And you know what? They looked at me thinking like, oh, he's the local, what to do? I just looked at them and said, keep on walking. So we just kept on walking. Like, that has nothing to do with us. That was a shitty thing to do. And back, you know what I'm thinking? Back in the day, we could have bum rushed those fucking kids. But I don't know the context of it. Like, maybe that kid was a fucking on the ground. Maybe he was a pedophile. Maybe he wasn't. Maybe he was just some poor kid who, I don't know, piss them off.
That's why you stay out of that shit. Yeah,
exactly. You don't know the context. Is that the noble thing to do? No. Is it the smart thing to do? Sure. Hell, one of them could have a fucking blade on them.
You're a pussy. Just go ahead and admit it. You're a pussy.
Yeah. But I'm a living pussy.
You don't know you're right though. Without context, you don't know what the noble thing is to do because you don't know who started shit and who,
right?
Who's taking the shit right there.
Right, but I always remember that. I always hope that he's alive and well, and hope that, well, that he wasn't a piece of shit who earned that kicking. Because he was getting a kicking. Like, you don't do that in the middle of the street, because the guards would have shown up any second after we left and fucking rushed him off, and then he'd been taken off to the hospital and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, this is Professor Lando. He is a amazing institution. And a while back, he talked about what submissible and breedable is, and apparently now it's reached him because now he is submissible and breedable.
Ja-jang!
Oh my god, he's in the skirt. He's in the skirt.
This guy's got a lot of sarcasm going for him.
It's a joke, but yeah, he's playing up.
Yeah.
It's not actually like he's playing a role.
This is my Halloween costume. I'm a Stolfo. The thigh highs, huh?
Respect for him to being on camera doing this, though.
Pro Stolfo. Oh shit. Guys should wear skirts more often because it feels nice. Not like physically it feels nice, right? Like of course it feels nice, but like it feels nice mentally. You know what I mean? Like I feel.
See,
like
everyone, cat boys are becoming real. Soon you will get your weird ass fetish that can only be experienced through Japanese pornography.
When are we getting some cat ears on Nick Fuentes?
Strong. It seems like a weird word to use, but
interesting. You went to Nick straight away. There was lots of people you could have gone to. You went straight to Nick.
It's the garter belt that makes it feel a little.
Is it a power dynamic with you there, Krendar?
He dated a cat boy already, so he's clearly been infected.
Now, they didn't date. He wanted to date, and Catboy was like, yeah, no, you were just a bit of meat. And then he went back and did the whole blackface.
It was a one-night stand.
Yeah. It was a conquest on part of Catboy. You honestly think that it was Catboy?
It was a date.
Yeah.
It was a date, but it was not dating.
No, exactly.
I don't want to wait for my life. I'll do like, I became submissive and breedable for Halloween. Yeah. I have to give a lecture. Happy Halloween. Yeah, I was nervous because I thought I wouldn't be cute, but I guess I was worried for nothing. Desi.
The amount of women that would fucking destroy him right now.
Costume we will be.
I'd love to see people in the chat going like, huh, what woman want you? Probably your wife.
Halloween costumes. Desu. I asked my students to send me pictures of their costumes. All right, first up.
This better be YouTube friendly.
Doctor or a Ligma U. A Ligma U.
Oh, Ligma U. It's the college. He's apparently a Ligma U.
To operate on all the femboys. That's awesome. Ginger. Ginger is the berries and cream guy.
Oh, berries and cream, berries and cream.
Berries and cream, berries and cream. Is that Skittles?
I remember when Pimp, you remember Hannah and Jake, Bob Reloaded. When when Hannah, a few months back, I remember popping in to see her live stream. She said she still thinks herself as the berries and cream guy. And I'm like, who the fuck is that? And I checked, and sure enough, I'm not going to say they look completely like, but I could see the resemblance.
That's awesome. You get an A+. Have you guys ever seen this? No. I'm dedicated to my craft. You do not understand. I am an artiste.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey had to get training from a Navy SEAL to be able to withstand wearing the Grinch costume? That's like me.
What?
My Kermical romance.
My Kermical romance.
Kermical romance.
I didn't know Kermit the Frog joined the band.
Well, wait until MrsParker comes back and we can talk about Kermit, because apparently they're going to be joining us next month.
You know, have you seen those dojins that are like multiple Astolfos? You know what I mean?
No, I have no idea what you're talking about.
I don't know how you say it.
I know the word dojin and scene, unless scene means something else in this context.
These dojins they're like cosplayers and they both cosplay Astolfo.
No.
I don't know what Astolfo is.
This is aggressively weeb. I partake sparingly in weeb. This is deep state weeb.
I like that outfit. I thought about doing that one, but my tummy's too pudgy. I was gonna do this outfit.
Don't say tummy.
My tummy's too pudgy. But that's an A+.
Tum-tum.
Romance. That's awesome. Full costume ain't in yet, but I got my lightsaber.
Tum-tum full of cum-cum.
No, it's cummies.
Cum-cums. Cum-cums.
My tummy gummies.
This is beyond an A+.
Alright, that's awesome.
This is an A+++. Is this your cat? Is this your cat? Cute. You know, we did fursonas. You know, I wonder if humans can have fursonas, can animals have human sonas?
Yeah, next time you put them in little booties, they're a person.
Also, can animals have fursonas? Can animals have other fursonas?
Ooh, can a dog be a cat and a cat be a dog?
Hey, I'm gonna...
They can be whatever they want to be.
Amen. This is the future liberals want.
Is that the animal version of transracialism?
We gotta pump those numbers up. Don't you want those saucy pics? I know you do.
He does have the legs for that skirt. That's what I'm gonna say. He does have the legs for that skirt.
That's awesome. What are the great...
Well, gentlemen, I gotta go.
Does he have...
What kind of... Also...
Does he have a topic, or is he just rambling about random things?
Apparently, he... Yeah, I actually don't know, and I think we can move on, because apparently he is just responding to things his chat is saying at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Pimp, you're out of here?
Yeah, I gotta go. I appreciate y'all having me on. Make sure you check out tonight's show. We got Monty and maybe an appearance by MrsParker. You never know, because she tells us she's going to show on the show and all this and blah, blah, blah. But also, before I leave, happy birthday to Krendar.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I appreciate you guys, and I look forward to coming back on. So.
Oh.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. I'll
See
let
you later.
Absolutely. See you.
Have a good one.
Bye.
All right, let me refix you. Actually, in this case, I just have to get rid of Pimps and then drag MrsParker up. And I believe we did get another dono after I said, if we get a dono, I will do the shot of kombucha. So...
Was it 20?
Oh, yes, you're right. I don't remember. No, it couldn't be if I'm looking at that number. All right, if we do get a 20 or more, I will do that shot of kombucha that's been sitting in the fridge.
Thank you for the tip, though.
Absolutely. So, yeah, like I said, this is mostly we have a lot of backlog of Twitter stuff. We're getting through it, and some of it can just be thrown to the fucking wayside. But, now I'm only now realizing tons of stuff that Pimpmunk would have loved to see.
Sam, this is your dumb shit I found on the internet stream, because I do one of this too. It's like I just have a whole stream called Dumb Shit I Found. It's all weird stuff I find all over the internet.
We basically do that in the middle of our show.
Yeah, we tend to have a sort of vague outline of what shows are. but I build up so much of a backlog, and with this Mass Effect marathon, I've had no chance to vent it, so I'm basically blue balling all over you guys right now. So, so it's just spraying, particularly over Krendar, particularly up his nostrils. That's the key thing here.
That's why I have this hat on, so it doesn't drip down on me too much.
But now you get to look at it right as it's glooping in front of your face, so congratulations on that.
Blooping in front of your face.
Glooping. Glooping.
That's even worse than the other one.
It's like Gwyneth Paltrow, but worse.
Oh.
Yeah. Here's from actual Jake.
I'm Michelle Fiore, and I'm running for governor.
I still want to know who QAs her
life
candles.
Fighting the establishment. I was the first female majority leader in the Nevada Assembly and one of the first electeds to endorse Donald J. Trump.
How does she not? I didn't mean for that. My phone tilted down and it went down. I'm just there like, okay, that works. That sums up anything that I could say.
Where in Nevada is this bitch?
Although whoever's doing her hair doing a good job.
Post called me a gun-toting calendar girl, and Politico magazine said that I was the Lady Trump, and I don't care.
I don't care.
Yeah, because it's all true.
Fighters, not the same old boring.
So what?
Fucking Cartman.
She is Cartman. Yeah. I don't care.
Moderate compromise.
I've met women who honestly look at Cartman and go, "That's ideal." No, it's really not.
I also really like those two things that she said. These people say this about me, and these other people say this about me, and I don't care. And not a single word of denial about either one of them.
Let's start with a 3-shot plan.
Yeah.
You are look. The gun-toting pinup, but let me get my gun out while I'm showing you my tits.
The Joe Biden administration is coming out.
You know she'd be on the fucking Senate again. This ideal. You know she'd be on the Senate floor with her tits just completely out in tassels, and tassels would be like no to critical race theory and yes to Trump.
Is unfucking believable.
Oh shit! We got a.
Cheers, friend.
Thank you so much from PT Ham with the top up of.
Love PT Ham.
I used to come up with the best names for PT Ham. Like PT Ham wants to try on PT Ham. Then PT Ham is PT Sausage, Bacon, Ham Hocks,
Part-time bacon was one of my favorites.
Part-time bacon. I like
that. Part-time bacon's good.
Do we know what the PT actually stands for?
No one does.
Oh,
so that's a 20, by the way. That was a 20, so I have to do the deed.
That was a 20. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on before. Actually, enjoy. I don't know what nightmare state she lives in, but enjoy her.
And I'm ready for the fight.
I go and get it.
And why is she showing us what it's like about her abusing beer? That's just gonna piss people off.
I'm Michelle Fiore.
You're supposed to drink the beer and then shoot the empty bottle afterwards, dumb.
I spent my whole life fighting the establishment. I was the first female majority leader in the Nevada Assembly and one of the first electeds to endorse Donald J. Trump. And you better believe I was attacked for it.
Yeah, and I was attacked.
Washington Post called me a gun-toting calendar girl. And Politico magazine said that I was the Lady Trump. And I don't care.
Right after you bragged about endorsing Trump, yeah.
Outsiders, fighters, not the same old boring.
Yeah. I love how she breaks the old 90s TV, and I'm just thinking, like, wow, I could play N64 on that.
Where'd you find that, motherfucker? Where did you?
I like how she's like, we need outsiders, not the same old political crap. Never mind the fact that Trump rapidly turned into the same old political crap once he got into office.
Turned into? He wouldn't have gotten into office if he didn't already befriend half of the old Washington, you know?
Right, but he was pretending to be a political outsider to the voters,
At the
right?
very least, yeah. He put on the facade for at least
He was playing
Drain in the swamp. Oh!
He did the same thing before he got his casino.
Yep.
He pretended like he was an everyman.
Why do you think he did it in Atlantic City, which is a Democrat-centric, and suddenly he shows up next to Hillary and Bill?
Yeah. Democrat. He loved it. He was all about it. He was an everyman kind of guy, salt to the earth.
He is
what those guys flip into the truck.
It was a fairly decent flip. As you can tell, I'm literally bolting through these at this point. I want to get some of... Oh, God! Now, this would have been something that Pimp was here would have been brilliant for. Well, watch this, then I'm going to do the shot. Well, it's not even a shot, it's an entire cup. Alright. Let's see if this is the right one.
Adults.
Yes.
You simply cannot.
Alright, so context. There was a panel with Dylan Burns, Heem, Vosh, someone else, I don't know who, and Shoeonhead. Shoeonhead, they weren't talking about politics at this particular point, they were talking about food. Shu said something rather no.
Speak on this subject.
Listen, I like flavors, okay? I don't know, maybe it's because I'm Middle Eastern.
I love flavors.
I like food that has flavor, that takes my mouth on a journey.
Dip it in fucking, what do you eat? Sand? Curry? What is it?
That's a nitty no. That's I love
She's
that.
like that though. She
is.
That's her thing.
And there's no hate to it. She's doing it for the meme, for the joke, but
yeah, she's got the shock jock meme thing going on.
she is burning so many bridges.
And people fall for it constantly.
Well, here's the thing. See the guy at the bottom there, Vosh? His job now apparently is just doing crowd control for her. And he's like, that's not my job! She's her own woman! She's allowed to make her own decisions! Leave me alone! They're like, do you see what she said? And he's like, I don't care. Look at my cat. And like, he doesn't care. He's living his own life, and it's a good life. But I mean, Jesus Christ.
And his business, right?
That's
Yeah.
right. To Black Guy TV. I keep saying inflammatory things, and he keeps having to answer for them.
Really?
It's happening, yeah. Because for whatever reason, nobody like. Apparently, if you're ever seen with a man and you say really crazy shit, it must be his fault.
Okay, so Krendar, when we meet up with Girly in March, anything that we ever say is going to be her's fault, and she says it's going to be our fault.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she is the she is the alpha of the three of us, obviously. So
for now. I know how to defeat that, but I'm not going to say it here, or else you'll know my secret. I have to play the long game. It might cost me an eye.
You're not a very good simp. You're not supposed to defeat her.
Oh,
you're not doing. That's not how you do this.
Let's just say that I'm not aiming towards symptom, but rather nut them.
Oh my God, he's trying to defeat somebody on the.
That's what being a simp is.
Different type of nuts. It's feathered and on her shoulder.
Oh, you're simping for her bird. Okay. I
will seduce her like some sort of like fucking
stone to the
like, wow, low energy. I've never met anyone like you. Okay, could you just sign here to say that Nunny's might push? Oh no, she fell down that convenient flight of stairs. Oh well, Nunny, what do you think?
Get the bird. That's crazy. Never seen this before, folks. It's going to be a new movie.
I like this plan. You shack up with the bird, and I'll comfort Girly.
You better do that before I push her down the flight of stairs. Otherwise, it has a very different connotation.
Nope, he's just in it for the murder and mayhem. Nope, that's what it is.
Can I have the body after she's gone down the flight of stairs?
No, definitely before. In fact, let's skip that step entirely.
No, she's not skipping any steps. She's going down them.
She's touching all the steps.
That was a great setup. Like,
yeah. Natural.
Love it.
See? Heem approves.
All right, if Team approves, then we have to disavow what happens.
So I hear.
I
denounce and I condemn Shu's hateful comments to my lovely co-host. In fact, Heem.
You know for a fact.
So outlandish. When you say something that's completely ridiculous like that, you dip your shit in sand. Nobody believes that shit.
No one would believe, but you know that she's going to get. You know, right now she was going after a bunch of pedophiles, and I'm going to outright say it because I'm tiny, so I don't care. But she's going after a bunch of pedophiles right now in her latest video, and I guarantee you, someone will point to this video and go like, "It's interesting how she thinks that this and that," and then they point to like really accurate statements that she made about this particular organization is bad, but she thinks that all brown people from the Middle East put their food in sand. Ironic, huh? Like, fuck off with that noise.
It's pretty sad. I like how Heem here is doubling down on it to just hate on Nuggets even harder.
Now I do not agree with his anti-nugget. I do not agree with Vosh's anti-Skyrim approach, and I do not agree with Hume's anti-nugget approach. I don't know what me and Dylan don't like yet. Maybe because we both share the same first name. Spoilers, but I kind of want to battle in the Thunderdome.
I guess it depends on who made the nuggets. And sir, have you had your $20 donation drink yet?
I was literally about to switch to my camera, so there we go. Hi, me. Hi, this is the two drinks of kombucha. Watch the video I made before this stream to know what they are. As you can tell, I didn't like it. It's ice cold. That's all I can say about it. And I suppose I've been drinking prior, but I have to down this in one sitting. So, I'm a man of my word. I'm not going to like it.
Chug, chug, chug.
Do it. Do it. Kombucha's disgusting. I just want you guys all to know that it's really gross.
Yeah.
It's just fermented something or other, and it's gross.
I tried it once, didn't really like it either.
When you said fermented, that caused a gag reflex.
Oh yeah, it's like
I did it though. I did it. Woo!
Did you finish it all?
Woo! Oh. You know what? It's not a bad flavor. It's just a not a 100% nice flavor. And oh, here comes the bad flavor though. Ooh, here comes the bad flavor.
Oh, it's the aftertaste. Yeah,
it's the aftertaste.
It washes like up your throat.
Yeah,
Chat wants to know if it smells like beer.
No, it smells like whatever mixture they made it in. Like the two drinks I mixed in was elderflower and apple and ginger and turmeric. So it's not without its charm. But here's the thing. It's mixed in with other things I'm not a fan of. So combination-wise, and then just throw it into fizzy water? No, that was...
So maybe that's the problem. It's not the kombucha itself. It's just the flavorings that were available to you.
I am down for another go in a different time, different place, but it's going to be a long time yet. And it's going to have to be the States. It's going to have to be the West Coast.
No.
Is there a type that's like a default kind that doesn't have extra flavorings in it?
How about something with a bit of alcoholic proof so you can at least get a little bit drunk?
They just call that jelly juice at that point.
No.
We need to get in contact with Jeff Holiday ASAP.
Yeah.
What a bad name for a drink. Ugh.
It shows off all your worms. Ugh.
Yeah.
Ooh, yes. We need to look at this. I was just seeing Sophane's name and I'm like, ooh, Sophane linked something. Yes. Never be a beta.
Dad, never, ever, ever do it. Okay? Just wipe that out of your mind. It is nothing good comes from that. Ever. Okay? The only thing good is if you're like in jail and you're about to get shot. You're like, okay, you know. Other than that, if you're in a free society, don't do it. It just doesn't happen. It cannot happen. Okay? Now, going from there, by the way,
hold on. The it to not do he's talking about is being a beta.
Yeah, do not be a beta.
Ever.
Is what he's yelling about because he's incredibly insecure. Also, I heard
he looks like our third. He looks like our third co-host.
I don't remember if it was Drunken Peasants or who it was that I saw this on before, but they were analyzing his body posture, and he's got the body posture of a beta himself. So
right, he doesn't have the line down the middle. Yeah.
He's clearly trying to stop being a beta because he already
the sooner you accept this, the easier life gets. You're like, life is actually awesome when you accept it. As long as you...
Listen to that. He has a very effeminate New York gay guy voice.
You don't accept it, and you're like, I just want...
Like, and he's meant to be like he'd be someone who'd hear what I just said and see that as an insult.
This is basically a bunch of self-hating.
Oh, well, we saw it from the pickup artist.
Self-hating, yeah.
Like not every single male on the planet needs to be alpha. Stop being so.
There
macho.
is no such thing as alpha. Period.
Yes, there is. I'm alpha.
Well, not male wise. Not male.
Oh yeah.
Now I'm Sigma. I go my own way, mostly while looking over my shoulder while a wolf howls.
Oh no, that makes you MGTOW. Men going their own way. That's MGTOW.
No, they can, but the thing is, Sigma was a response to all the people who clearly are doing well in their lives who don't fulfill in that role, making fun of the whole alpha marks. Like for example, yeah. So they came up with a new one called Sigma just to be like, well, the reason why they do it is that they don't belong in the pack at all. They're like a lone wolf, but that means they're never going to breed. And all of these people they're thinking of are happily married or have clearly had sexual relationships now, in the past, in the future.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. Most people I know in my life, by their standards, are either alpha because they fuck or sigma because they're okay. But not the people who believe in this shit. They don't fall under that. They all fall under beta or worse. Including this dude right here who's screaming like, you shouldn't be anything except... Yeah, it's like Hitler claiming about the Aryan race. Like, he wasn't blonde hair, blue eyed, and 7 foot tall.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Want someone to like me for the real beta me?
He's so angry about it. I like
He
how the
is
first
gonna be
response is
frickin'
Missy Ann.
Speaking of Missy, have you seen the back? Not even the backlash, the dialogue over her going single.
No, I have not, and I don't give a fuck.
People around you will be.
It's all been positive, but I mean, like, oh my god, even my Discord got a huge chunk of it from someone by the name of Origin of Language who wanted to bring this shit to our fucking table. Thank you, buddy.
Miserable, and you will be miserable. So just get over it. Now, okay, it doesn't mean.
But she's become aware of the fact that so many people are talking about it, and I'm like, yeah, it's fucking creepy, isn't it? Maybe you could tell them to shut the fuck up, and they probably will, except for the assholes. Great way of finding out who will respect your boundaries and not.
Background paranoid, and alpha males comfortable themselves. Now, going from there, what you okay? The number one trait of an
Again,
alpha
though,
is
he looks like our third co-host. Like, let's be honest here. He looks like he should be.
It reminds me of Nick Bravo. I'm getting lots of Nick Bravo vibes from this guy.
I'm not familiar with that person, so I don't know.
Amazing. Yeah, he's amazing.
Ooh,
we have so many things we need to share.
Oh, well, if he's amazing, he can't be like him, because that guy was not amazing.
No, he's amazing in the worst way.
Ooh!
Oh, okay.
This is from Ali.
Uh-oh.
White people don't
Some
smell
white
like
people smell. Some of them
Get
do.
out this app lying on my people. Ain't nobody said that. Now, what we will say sometimes.
Aw.
You
So
smell
just
like a dog.
Look, here's the thing that some white people don't understand. Mayo absolutely has its place, but
Yes.
it cannot be the only thing you put on your food.
No.
Yeah.
Neither can just cracked sea salt, for that matter, which is a thing
Like,
over here.
I've heard-
Same principle. It has its place.
I've heard
but
of
not.
people who do mayonnaise sandwiches, and that sounds disgusting.
Oh, now this is.
I've heard of it, but I've never known it to be an actual thin. So
Like I've had delicious sandwiches that have mayo on them, but they've also got like 4 or 5 other things on there.
And usually the mayo has been infused with something, or they've added an extra spice on top of the mayo.
Doesn't even have to be. Although it can mix well with other things, like like some barbecue sauce and maybe a little mayo. Those two will blend together. It'll be good.
Oh yeah, 100%. I highly recommend that. One thing I tried that Vosh tried to get me on was fucking Greek yogurt and sriracha, and I tried that, and no, that doesn't land well. You think it would sound well, and then you kind of mix them together, and you're like, no, that doesn't work. But here's the thing: the sriracha with something a little bit more mellow, for example, like garlic. Now that might have a little bit more.
Sriracha and mayo is where it's at.
Do you guys have stuff in your grocery stores where they have like they just sell you sriracha mayo in a bottle pre-mixed?
I don't think so.
I've never done it that way, but I've put those two things on something separately, and then they naturally blend together that way.
No, mixing it is really good, but they're going too far with the whole mayo ketchup mixes. I've seen Heinz is losing their fucking mind.
Yeah, Heinz.
Part of the reason I don't like this is it's a predefined mix. Like they're giving me the ratio mix, and rather than letting me set the ratio, you know,
right? And hell, I always love to add more spices. I love to experiment. When I'm making a big pot, I'm like a witch in that regard. I've got some bubbling cauldron, and it's like, I have newts. You know, like, let's see what happens.
That's what I always thought happened in Ireland. Like I was like, how do they cook? And I was like, yeah, in big pots. They just have cauldrons in their living room, and they just like throw everything in there.
Well, in my case, it's my kitchen, but it's the same. Yeah, I mean, that's called cottle, by the way, Irish stew, and it is it's a little bit of everything. Yeah, that's a winter
also,
time.
I don't know what's going on in this video clip, but I would like to be there.
Yeah, I like this.
This is kind of glorious.
Wonderful. It's a great parade.
Yeah. giant glowing fro on the guy in the front.
I know. That's how the rest of them can see where they're going.
Yeah. That's a tactical decision.
You gotta love it. And the worst part is, all those people are racist, folks.
Every one of them.
They're walking to a KKK rally right now. It's the new Klan outfit, for those of you who don't know.
Whoa.
The Klan is, the Klan sort of reach out for young children, particularly Asian children.
Yeah.
And you know for a fact that there's some Asian kids who are obsessed with the Confederacy. Jesus.
Lev, that was a great time to pause that. Shit's
Right?
about to happen.
Shit is indeed. Behold. Smack. Oh my god.
Okay,
I would have had a much stronger reaction to that than that lady did.
She staggers back.
Shitting herself.
Yeah, she's probably absolutely stunned, but she staggers back just a smidge. The thing is, if she didn't stagger back, she'd be fine as well. That was a knee-jerk reaction on her part, and that's all her knee-jerk.
I feel like I would have had a stronger knee-jerk reaction to that. I probably would have jumped back.
Yeah, falling on
I
the
don't know if
arse.
my heart's strong enough. I probably would have just passed out, just shit myself and passed out instantly. Like, I'm dead.
I mean, I probably would have done that after I jumped back.
Oh, this is an oldie but a goodie. We've had this sitting around for a long time now. From Mel, of course.
This one.
Yeah.
Yay. Why?
The
stubbornness.
It's like no, it's just a little poop stained. It's still good. It's still good.
This guy is determined. I will tell you that.
Yeah, this is mental. This one.
Oh.
Did you go up on a curb? Are you like what is happening?
I'm thinking it might be one of those parking divider things.
Yeah.
Whatever the hell you call those. Because I think he's in a
bumpers or something.
This is like a parking garage or something, right?
Oh my god!
I think
it's got to be a parking garage, but it's like what?
Hey, there you are.
Behind what you're doing, like what's the logic here?
At what point do you just back out?
Oh, it's when the questionable liquid starts falling down on the U-Haul is when I'm like, ugh.
Oh God! You hit a sewage line. So
that's when the party begins.
Or something, yeah.
By the way, if you guys are wondering, the next 3 videos. Oh God!
Holy shit! Like you just moved in, obviously, and now you broke a fucking sewage line. You piece of shit! Oh, your security
and they
deposit
keep
doesn't cover
on
that.
going. I just want to say what the next 3 videos will be. Because we have to stay in Brand after this. We have one Karen. We're going to look for a new Steve-O. Probably won't get it because it hasn't been too long since the last Steve-O. And then we shall wrap up with Buff. Because thanks to that bloody Channel 5 video, we kind of burned through the night.
You blew my... Yeah, I'm sorry. You blew my mind with that. I had
hey,
no fucking idea. There was
if you go down a rabbit hole... Yeah, if you go down the rabbit hole of the Black Hammers and you produce some of your fantastic quality content, then we have done a good thing tonight.
Oh, you were gonna...
Definitely. I'm gonna have fun with that. Because like I said, I was going down the Black Hebrew Israelites, and this ties in because that's the white side of it. So it's just like, whoa, this is amazing.
Yeah. And Ghazi, if I'm right, was either raised or was a part of the Black Hebrew Israelites. Although I think
a lot of people don't know who they are, and a lot of Hebrew Israelites don't know their own history. So I'm gonna have some fun.
I like theology, so I learned about a lot of cults. I mean, I was a part of a cult for a week as a kid, so like
Ghazi is going to give you so much material.
I can't wait. I'm excited. I am.
The Quandrial.
Piece of work.
He actually looks, at first glance, I got to say about Ghazi, he looks like a sort of almost like he's parodying a black gay guy from the 90s until you realize that's who he is.
He's a parody of Chris Tucker.
Yeah,
is what he is.
From the movie Sixth Sense is what you guys are telling me.
Yeah,
or just Chris Tucker in general, honestly.
Well, 90s
sometimes he gets
Chris
more
Tucker.
Sixth Sense than other times, but.
Holy crap, there's a dog under my desk, you guys.
Doggo!
He's being
How did he get in there?
He's just, you guys can't see him because
he's coming in like some sort of weird drug trip.
Yeah.
Now he's the Eldritch one breaking through the dimensions.
Yeah, it's like what is this dog doing?
Oh, there you go. Oh, now he's gone.
Nope, he's gone. This is weird. There's
This is how he protects you from the horrors from other dimensions. Is he can break through the dimensional walls as well.
Apparently. I don't know. Do dogs not have souls? Why doesn't he come on the camera?
Well, if it's worse, it's a vampire dog.
Oh shit! My dog is superpowers. I didn't know, Aries. I didn't know. Just coming up with all these stories.
Ooh, 7 hours ago. Karen and Ken attack store.
We do like Karens. Yes, we do.
Over mask and get arrested. Comeuppance. The best sort of Karens. The comeuppance ones.
The Karen stories with a good happy ending.
Oh, and of course, guys, if you haven't already, like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to check the links down below. Pimpmunk had to bug out early. That's cool. His link's down there. So is Krendar's, his all-in-one, and of course MrsParker's, as well as my Discord and Twitter. And we have a stream goal. Also, if I haven't said it already, anything that's given tonight, a small chunk of that will go to the Kren of Thar. So, let's get, which you guys have been very cool with tonight. In fact, we are so close to the end of our goal right now.
Yeah,
Christ on
some nice birthday donos there.
Yeah.
Crumb together.
Oh yeah, that's very true. I didn't even put 2 and 2 together yet until now. This is his birthday of days. This is your birthday.
Yes.
Isn't it? So, Krendar.
That's right. That's like the other 2 or 3 times we mentioned it today.
I know, but
happy birthday to you. You smell like a zoo. Something your mama does too. Happy birthday to you. There you go.
Yay.
I don't celebrate birthdays, so I don't know the
Close enough.
Yeah. But happy birthday. You know what? Congratulations on your dad's week pullout game. And, give your mom a high five for pushing you out and getting you out here and keeping you alive all this time, And high five to the doctors that didn't let you succumb to typhoid fever and rickets, I'm so proud you made it this far.
You did a great job.
I hope you can make another 365 days. And when it happens again, we will be here again watching weird, dumb videos.
Us watching the exact same video at the exact same time in a year's time.
Exactly. Amazing.
Looking forward to it.
Okay, I love that picture up on the wall there, the fat guy kind of posing. Yeah. It speaks to me for reasons.
Don't you offer your services to the public?
Yes, but the state requires that you need to be masked in order to...
Masked, of course it's masked. You remember when Karen's used to be not mask-based?
You can't deny public...
We had a more interesting variety of them then.
18, you can violate 18 USC 245.
I don't know what that is, but
it's a federal law. You're a public accommodation. You just said you're open to the public.
They're not an accommodation. They're a store.
You're not a library, for God's sake.
245 is exactly about.
What is that store, though? It looks like a bakery.
Also, stores.
Yeah, it's a bakery.
Stores aren't public; they're privately owned.
You're trespassing. When I ask you to leave and you don't leave, you're now trespassing.
That's not what trespassing is. Don't touch her.
That's not what trespassing is. That's the definition of trespassing, idiot.
Just remember, as annoying as they're gonna get, they're gonna get her.
Touch her.
Yeah.
Yes.
Blood for the blood god. Oh, the only downside is that it's an aluminum bat. Come on, get natural. Get a good, decent hickory piece of shit. Nice bit of oak.
A few nails through it.
Yeah.
At this point, the store owner does have responsibility.
Woo! Absolutely. And you think she's getting paid enough? You think she's getting paid enough to put up with this shit?
Then again, this could be her store.
That's why she got the bat out.
Damn right. Woo!
Get out.
Oh, this escalated quickly, didn't it, Karen? And Ken. Well, though, it should be 2 Karens.
Karen and Karen.
Yeah, it shouldn't be 2. Oh, shit. This is more violent than I was expecting. Holy.
Can we call the police on this lady?
Yeah, call the police.
You know, you're really...
See what happens, yeah.
You know you're really invested in your non-mask having life when you'd rather get in a brawl than just leave the store.
She's also not defending
her husband's a piece of shit.
Yeah, he's still filming it, and not.
Yeah,
he's not jumping into the defense, and
Because they came there to do that. There's tons of assholes who do this shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they came here to do. They came here to make a scene so they can get it on camera and prove, look at what the liberals did to us.
You know what I'd love right now? Just a random person to come by and with a tire iron, just hit him underneath the knee, and just he'd be like, "Oh!" He goes down.
Just drop the cameraman by surprise. Yeah.
Yeah, and we never get to see the face, just his shoes, and then he runs off.
And he gets triple damage score for backstab bonus.
Someone edits this to go like triple combo.
Yeah. Sneak attack ×3 damage.
Yeah, a bunch of 9s come up over the screen.
9999 over top of the camera.
Amy.
Dude, you're a horrible. Look, it says right there, no masks. No mask holes.
Yeah.
Mask vast, please. You know what? That's what caused them in the first place. I bet they were driving around for the longest time looking for these
for a place.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to end so badly. So fucking badly for them. It doesn't matter if she walks out there being like, I beat that lib cook up. Yeah, in a few minutes, somebody's going to have a fucking permanent marker on their record, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. And it's not the lady with the bat.
No. Who's probably going to get tons of business out of this.
I like this person standing there just like, what's going on over here? I'm out of here. Bye.
You cannot resist fresh baked cookies.
You don't get to fucking assault people and run a business.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, we'll be calling the cops on you, don't worry.
Did he steal her bat?
Yeah.
Walk off with it?
They took her weapon and then beat
You
her
don't get to keep your weapon after you assault someone with.
You don't get to keep your weapon after assault someone. What's that in the Constitution, is it?
Yeah, that's not how that works either.
You guys assaulted her. She threatened you with the bat, but you started the fight.
Yeah.
Cops are like, yeah, this is what I went through 5 years at the academy for. Yeah.
Okay. And I know Officer Rathke already interviewed you guys. Would you mind if I talk to you separately? Like you talk. Well, you hang out with him while you talk.
See what I mean, though? Look at what it does. Look what it does to woman's dumpy. Look at those hips. It just increase. Yeah, not the dudes, just the girls. It's weird.
Let's go to the front of my car.
And it's only cops. You don't get to see this in. If you were to just wear those pants, they wouldn't. But the second you were to get your your license, you'd suddenly be like, boink. What? What's going on?
Is this cameraman?
Hope so.
Okay. Did they get your info already, like your name and everything?
Yeah, Ratji.
Okay.
Ratji got it.
So tell me what your guys' goal. I know you started filming like a block out. What was your guys' goal? Did you have like? Did you hear a reputation about crumble cookies?
We heard a reputation about them, and
sorry, that's loud.
we heard a reputation about them. And that
a reputation.
Other people, and so we wanted to go in there to see if we could get a coffee. And before we even could tell her that we wanted to buy anything, she was already
interested.
Before we could even tell her that we wanted to buy
already
anything,
upholding the law,
coming at us, trying to remove us.
You targeted this place.
Yeah, you can film. I just wanted to get the rest of your story.
So I don't know why they're arresting her exactly when she was the one that was attacked. But
So you guys went in there to get a coffee, and you didn't really get a chance to tell her you wanted coffee.
Right, we raised constitutional and statutory grounds for our defense to be there.
We're gonna have a look at the comments and see if this has any more context.
She brought out the bat.
Supreme Court presidents
pushing and shoving Amy in the stomach with it, and Amy defended herself, and she started trying to swing the bat, so I stepped in and grabbed it.
No, you didn't! You backed off like a fucking bitch!
Yeah. That's why she's asking them, because they just saw the video.
Yeah.
Well,
thank you for filming your own evidence against yourself, though, by the way.
Including some of your fucking trad wife wanting friends in the comments will be like, you should have been a real man. You should have fucking destroyed her with your alpha male strength. You know?
But you guys
like,
just
why
keep doing
would
what
you
you
show
want.
the cop the video where your wife literally pushed the woman first, like legit? Like
why film it in the first place? This has to be uploaded by somebody at some point anyway.
Fucking insanity.
So here's where we're
You're
at.
bad at crime.
Ricky, you're also under arrest, okay?
Woo!
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hey,
You
Ricky.
targeted the establishment. You incited violence. You're a piece of shit for no goddamn reason. Plus, you trespassed. You told you to leave. So that's at least 3 charges right there. So
you reap what you sow. You know this saying, yes? As I always point out when someone fucking causes their own downfall.
So I don't want. I don't want this.
She
to
said
fall.
it was discretionary.
Okay, I don't want.
I don't want this too bad.
What am I under arrest for?
Assault.
I didn't.
Oh, you assault? Yeah. Bye-bye, camera. Bye-bye, camera.
Yourself. I took the bat. You would confess to your own assault charges right there.
You might as well have been like, it was so fun just killing this person. Like, what did you think was... That's the thing, they don't think. They don't understand. They don't put 2 and 2 together. They haven't lived in the real world. If they have, it's been in a very sheltered idea of the real world, that nothing like this ever happened, and they think, oh, this is how the world is. No, it's not. No, it's not.
They think that they're on the side of ethics for whatever reason, and then that means that anything they do is justified.
Because Alex Jones did horse dewormer, I guess. That's their logic.
There it is.
They saw it online. That's the thing. They saw it online, so it must be real. No, it's not.
Gotta be true.
Yeah.
Hello, mommy.
You don't fucking tell me where to go. I'm fire law enforcement, and I have a right to be a Christian, and nobody's gonna tell me when I catch El Chapo Guzman, who's beheaded many people around the globe.
What the fuck is going on here?
That was, she just went into a Zao the Dawn rap. Like, what was that?
Yeah, well.
And you turn around and tell me I gotta accept this shit? El Chapo
What is this word salad?
killed people just like you. You like your head beheaded?
Who are all these drug lords? What the fuck? Why are
Do you like your head beheaded? Huh?
You want to get smoted, bitch?
Do you like your head beheaded?
Oh, easy, girl.
My kids are part Hispanic. My kids are part Hispanic.
I'm part Hispanic. I'm part Hispanic. They get the card.
And
they get the
I
card.
don't want my head's cut off. What?
These closed captions are great. My dads are part aesthetic.
And I don't want my heads cut. Like, what? What is happening?
Cut off.
This
Do you like your head
Gray.
This is the case of somebody who probably needs to go back to their therapist.
Yeah, and stay there for a long time.
Terrorizing. Yeah, it sounds like they're being terrorized. That didn't seem like they were doing anything wrong.
You think she just drove up to some random people who were minding their own business and then got out and started
Look at this motherfucker here. He is going to set up his own microbrewery within a month. He's doing okay for himself.
Yeah.
Swear to fucking God, this shit's ridiculous.
Like, these people are just so, like, not great. Fuck it, we'll do one more.
Karens in the wild.
Because we won't get a Steve-O, so that's the trade-off.
Yeah.
She told me to leave because she thinks it's okay to be
Oh my god, it's a house I've built in The Sims.
She says it's America, it's okay to be racist.
I actually like building houses in The Sims. It's very soothing.
On the sidewalk.
I mean, that's half the game, right?
The other half is setting people on fire.
72776 Columbus. Apparently all my neighbors are racist.
Or trapping them in murder rooms in that house.
Wait a minute. Did we watch this? I think we...
I
Wait.
think it is. This was a lady. She's like, all my neighbors are racist.
No, we didn't watch this, but I think I know of this video.
Sometimes the Karens blend together a little bit.
Right. Oh, this poor cop.
Black lives. Oh, really? Really? You think
Body,
America! This is the problem! This white Karen 2776 Columbus!
Oh my god, I know it's not to bring back to The Sims again, but oh my god, could you imagine in the next Sims game they have a Karen?
Oh,
a Sims Karen, because it's all about being in like a neighborhood, so that has to include a Karen.
You know what? As soon as I get my gaming PC, I'm gonna play Sims. Do people watch people play Sims?
Yeah, they usually give challenges. One thing I recommend is the homeless challenge, where despite how much money you have to earn the equivalent amount to build a house while living out in the open. Even if you start off in a lot, you don't have anything to work off. Just say, for example, you take 100 off and that's it, and then you spend all day away from that lot, basically busking or sleeping on benches or rummaging through trash, and eventually you make enough money to get yourself a tent and then maybe build yourself up to an actual bungalow or something like that.
Shut up.
There
I
is.
see, I haven't played in so long. That's a game I do miss.
By the way, mods, and mods some more. Some of which are okay for YouTube. Others not so much. Like, for example, the drugs and the sex ones. Those are
the ones you install and play off camera.
Yeah. Although the drugs one I do recommend.
For like members only streams.
Black Storm.
There you go. You can save that for your only Parker.
Wicked Whims.
Let us know when that's up, by the way.
I gotta get my gaming PC. I'm working on it.
Yeah.
Speaking of devil, this Wednesday, buying it.
No other lives matter.
Crap.
I said Black Lives Matter because they're the ones that are literally getting killed right now.
Getting killed right now.
God, stop crying, Karen.
This lady is manic.
I appreciate her passion, though.
Could you mind if she focused on something useful, like, for example, knitting? Oh my god, that's such an amazing cross stitch!
Exactly.
My neighbors are so racist, and standing in front of their house and yelling about it will change their minds and fix the problem.
You think that people are literally, you're trying to get the cops to call your phone. Like, that's the situation that you think is going on right now. I'm not on their lawn. I'm not on their lawn.
That, okay? But I have to notify you officially that you are trespassed from that property. So if you step foot
Look
on
at
there,
those
you'll
shades.
Be charged for criminal trespass. You know?
Oh, okay. This is just like a warning. Gotcha.
Right. So
Cool.
with criminal trespass, you have to be told prior to.
Oh,
Does that
okay.
make sense?
Yes,
So
yes.
if you go there again,
Listen to that, she went completely normal and then she went back to screaming. It's like, yeah.
You're telling me not to step foot on their lawn.
Now here's the thing. Miss Parker, tell me, is that a predominantly white woman power? Because I've never seen other ethnicities be able to pull that level of like, okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, that's a woman power.
Oh, just woman.
Yeah,
not
that's
any.
just the power of estrogen.
Oh, okay. Your breasts contain large quantities of both rage and calmness in equal level.
So you see, they're harnessing the power of the mood swing on demand.
Exactly. Like, you can literally just kind of go from 0 to 60. I think any woman can. It's not a race thing. It's not even an age thing. If you see a 2-year-old little girl, take her cookies and see what fucking happens. Okay?
Yes.
She will lose her shit on you real quick and in a hurry, and calm down. Sometimes they cry without tears. Women are just, it's the power of estrogen.
Is that why men created the cigarette?
Yeah, so they can deal with the batshittery.
Yeah, that's
and the reason why. Also, we could take it a step further. It's the reason why women really are safest in the kitchen and barefoot, because at least there they can channel all of their hysteria, rage.
Maybe, but there's bunch of knives there and scalding hot liquids.
I was wondering, like, how far I could take it before somebody's like, "What?" Okay. As soon as you dipped your head,
I watched enough Hallmark movies.
There, thank you. So, we're good?
For now, man.
Saying that, barefoot and pregnant in the kitchen making sandwiches, I can't complain too much, right? Yeah. I don't even need to eat them. It's an aesthetic thing.
Oh, your door fell.
I love the wooden gloves she's got on. It's a nice touch.
Shit, son of a bitch.
She's doing a Michael Jackson right now.
Oh shit! Come here, there. Let's start hoeing. Don't put that by my car. You're gonna get your ass kicked. Hey, bitch! Man, you better get that up. You better get that shit off my car. You better get that motherfucker away from my car.
You don't come at me. I've got my defensive door.
Pimp you. I'ma pimp your ass. Shut up.
Get out of here, Parker, huh? Get back!
Hey.
Son of a bitch, you vehicular homicide, son of a bitch.
Vehicular homicide, son of a bitch.
Somebody's grandma got outside. She is obviously having a problem today because she has a whole door in the street. Right. Somebody just needs to get their grandma. Like,
What's
I'm not even mad at this lady.
Yeah.
Like, she's obviously fucked up.
I mean, like, I have played some Dark Souls. I know what you can do to a motherfucker with a door.
Against a truck, like against an F-150, really? Like that's
all
what we're doing?
All I'm thinking
like,
of.
The whole door, it has the knob on it and everything. Where did grandma get the door? Why does she have one garden glove on? Like, there are so many questions.
Yeah.
Like, where's the building that lacks the door right now?
Yeah. Like, where are her children? I need to know.
I look at this and I think of that story that TJ Kirk got into a lot of trouble for telling, where he was in, I think, San Francisco. And he told this to Vosh not too long ago when he was like on his show, and he was wandering around, and this Asian girl walked up to him and they started talking. This old elderly Asian woman started talking to him, and she's like, she starts talking to him about, of all things, black people, just right off the bat. She like almost crossed the street to talk to the white person about black people. It's like, oh, they can't handle the cold here. They're used to the jungle. And so they're like, what the
like, what?
Yeah, like TJ's like, okay. And you know what the problem with that story is? He can't say it in the same accent she did because that's racist towards Asian people. Like, okay, but you can still tell the story about how the Asian woman thinks that all black people are like swinging from vines, and that's okay.
Hey, you better get that goddamn door away from my car.
Oh, there's...
This is my hood. Oh my god, aggressively Midwestern woman right here.
This is either Dirty Jersey or Pittsburgh, but yeah, she's real. This is like the Americana right here.
Yeah, this is the cheese on top of cheese on top of cheese of America.
We have to make sure this is the last one though, because I gotta meet before I do the next 40 minutes.
I want to finish my meal. And damn! Yeah! This is the America that we all fought for.
This kid doesn't give a fuck.
This is like Fry's mom from Futurama. If you ever...
I couldn't hear you. I have it in my hair and on my coat.
I have deep respect for whoever that woman is, and I'm wondering if she's single. Now, we all know who this guy is, so that's why we can move on.
Guy?
That's the dumb kid. Yeah, that's the one who gets sellotaped in, and he's like, my dad's really rich, and all that stuff. Yeah. Let's move on. Let's wrap it up with Buff. Guys.
What's our sweet boy dancing to today?
A lot. A lot. Ooh, including Frank Sinatra's My Way.
Kanye... Oh, shit. That obviously, no question then, we're doing that one.
Well, I don't know. The next one down is Kanye West, Gold Digger. Louis Armstrong, What a Wonderful World.
You just proved my point. You've just proved my point.
Sinatra, My Way, though. That's classy right there. Like,
the fact that Kanye West is the second one just proves that we're doing Frank Sinatra.
I don't know. I mean, the third one down is Louis Armstrong, What a Wonderful World. That's kind of awesome.
I need
maybe next week,
because I fell in love with him on your guys' channel, and then I could not remember. And I've been looking for him. So somebody send me the link.
Yeah, let's just toss him in chat right now.
There we go. Did it for you.
Delicious.
Well, toss it in the stream chat as well.
Yeah.
For everybody.
He is so fun. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, there's a reason we have a GIF of him in the corner for a reason. Well, a GIF. I mean, we eventually will have a GIF of him. Yeah, we have got a JPEG of him. Yeah. Okay. So Frank Sinatra. Oh, he's in shorts! This changes some factors. He's normally in blue jeans.
This is the first.
Lots of body.
We back. Today we're going to do Frank Sinatra.
Buff as ever, though. Absolutely.
Great body.
11s.
11s and 11s. 11.
111. Army of
as usual as well.
Deucey. Anyways, like this Frank Sinatra, my way on the ones and twos, your boy Rough Rule. So let's get it.
Let's get it.
I love this dude.
I think I heard 3 words out of that entire ramble. He's calling to a cat.
Of course.
Oh, moves, the dance moves, folks.
And now the end is near, and so I face.
This is gonna be a fucking mess.
Hey, it's Cell from Team 4-Star Bridge.
I'll state my case, of which I'm certain.
Remember, he can't do the high notes, so this is gonna be glorious.
A life that's full. I traveled each and every highway and more.
More.
This I did it my way.
All right, second verse, let's go.
Here comes the feet.
Love how into this MrsParker is.
Damn.
Frank Sinatra song.
Oh, it is. It's a great song. Or it was before this guy performed it.
Get it, come on. One more. There it is. Hold on, folks. He's gonna take us to the promised land.
On the highway. Moment of truth.
I did it my way.
Oh, you're losing power, bro.
Come on.
Don't let me down.
Better.
We need more power.
Covering.
Choo.
There you go. Hey, what you
Down.
say?
Out.
Let's go. Let's go.
There we go. There it is.
Respect for him to the whole song. Most people would just end it there.
Yeah, no, he's going. There it is.
I love this to hear like a thud, thud, thud from his neighbor. Buff, could you keep it down, for God's sake?
This is a very unique Buff Corral experience.
Sometimes they're a little bit lackluster, other times they're majestic, and sometimes they're just there like, huh?
This is American Beauty right here, folks. Like, this is. I've never heard someone be so flat for so long. And it's amazing.
He's playing it down. He could go way longer. The song's letting his vocal cords down. That's what's happening.
It's amazing.
God, look at that slide! Oh my God! Did you see that?
I told you, Lev.
Did you see that slide?
I told you that we had to do this song today, and I was right.
Fair enough, but we gotta do Louis Armstrong next just to see.
Yeah, we'll do that next time.
Yeah. But
I feel a tear.
It's like somebody was pulling him back. He's so good at his feet.
How'd you do it? Tell him.
I want to see Professor Lando in his Catboy outfit spin around slowly to this song.
Yes. Lighter tribute, yes.
Yeah, fuck yeah, lighters up, folks. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Majestic fucking stallion.
He did it. And what way did he do it? He did it his way.
Tell it again. Tell him.
Look at his arms.
Yes, it was.
Beautiful.
My way. Mine.
Oh, he's all tuckered out now.
Aww. Get yourself a juice and a protein bar, Buff. You've earned it.
So, Ms. Parker, speaking of Frank Sinatra and knowing that we're all gamers here, have you played Bayonetta?
I have not.
Because there is a great rendition of I think that's a Frank Sinatra song too, isn't it? Lev, do you know which one? I don't remember the title of it.
I thought that was.
It was like the love song.
There's a couple games that play a lot of Frank Sinatra.
We're singing about like Dancing Among the Stars with his girlfriend or something. Fuck, I can't remember the name of it.
Fly me to the moon and to say across the sun.
They do a great rendition of that, but it's sung by a female singer, but they do a great job with it.
There's a great synth version where a girl dresses up like the one from what was the name? Ahsoka from Evangelion with the red hair, and she's like in the red suit, and she sings and she dresses up like that. There's a YouTube video on it. I'm not gonna lie, she has an absolutely glorious voice. If I can think of it, I'll post it into the music in our Discord.
Ms. Parker, I definitely recommend Bayonetta because not only is it a crazy ass game, but they do some great Sinatra in there.
Yeah, I am a sucker for Sinatra and Tom Jones. So
I'll send you a video of the cutscene in question. Check it out.
Yeah. I'm down, and I apparently am being beckoned by my G slave. He's about to do something on his main channel. So
shizer.
I've got to get something to eat because I got my own stream to do in half an hour. So
I've got my dinner and then I've got bed because for once I don't have to play Mass Effect. Tomorrow I'll be playing Mass Effect.
I've got to finish up. I got to finish up Brutal Legend tonight.
Nice. On your Discord, right? Not on your Twitter. On your Twitch.
This is gonna be just in my Discord because I do not need 50 copyrighted songs going through my Twitch channel right now.
Yeah, the gods would not be kind on you. Shame too, because it's an absolutely brilliant game. So I hope anyone who's interested in some fucking metal will pop in to see it.
Yeah, if you're in my Discord channel or my Discord server, drop by in half an hour. We'll play some metal.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, before we go, just want to say that this time next week we will be joined by Two Guns No Ammo and Red Eye, who will be joining us for some more Bearded Ramblings. Also, on the 17th, Landon Knowles will be joining me for 3 drinks minimum, so that's going to be fucking solid. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Should be good.
And I hope you guys pop in to see our guests, including Pimpmunk, who streams every day on the Wood, more or less. So be sure to click his link as well. And with that said, you guys have been very cool tonight. We got a good audience. We made money. I think we even made 1 or 2 subs, which can't complain. And all that while me being a bit sloshed and me talking about Nick Fuentes and babies earlier. Which notice you just keep driving yourself forward and you can overcome any fuck ups. So with that said,
that's how it works.
With that said, look at Miss Parker's cute dog and look at Miss Parker as well because she's also cute but not a dog.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
I am a man bear pig. Yes.
Man bear pig. Look, man bear pig. Both man, a bear, and a pig. You see?
Half man, half bear, half pig.
Half pig. Yes, I'm Parker Pig.
Parker Pig.
Miss Parker is so awesome that she's 1.5 humans.
There it is. I don't know what that means because I suck at math. I'm an American. No child left behind.
Thanks, Reagan.
Yeah.
Well,
it's because of Clinton.
All right.
Well, Nancy and I would just like to say you're welcome.
Well, I just want to say thank you so much for watching Bearded Ramblings. See you all soon. And remember, Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall. Bye.
Bye.